evening, everyone. Welcome to Ozark, Alabama. Matthews Stadium is a place where the Eufaula High School Tigers come on the road to take on the Carroll High School Eagles in a Region Number 2 Class 5A matchup tonight that will go a long way towards determining the pecking order and the champion of Region Number 2. Carroll and Eufaula currently both tied 2-0 on the season, both tied for number 1 in region play. Of course, Carroll owns a victory head-to-head over Charles Henderson about 3 weeks ago on the same field, 34-24. But Eufaula comes calling tonight. Carroll was off last week, so Tigers, of course, victorious in homecoming over the visiting Pale City Panthers. That was a big win for the Eufaula Tigers last week as they were victorious, in a big way over them, 46-32. But tonight, new season. Hopefully, we don't know yet on Red Harris, Coach Jernigan. We did have technical difficulties last night during the coaches' show, and so we never did finish that up with a preview of Carroll. We'll try to do that a little bit tonight. But we're going to take it down to the field real quick to our sideline reporter, John Wayne. John Wayne, what's the condition down there?
Yeah, so welcome to the Benefield Heating and Cooling sideline report. The field, you can tell they've had a few games here on the field. There's a little bit of loose grass, and excuse me.
Hello.
We'll come back.
We're about to have we are actually having the presentation of the colors. About to have the national anthem and to begin the game. We will step aside for some comments from our sponsor. We'll be back with more of the pregame after this.
Precision Body Works is a state-of-the-art collision facility dedicated to providing customers with outstanding service and a quality repair experience. We have been serving Eufaula and the surrounding areas for over 20 years and have earned a reputation as being a premier collision repair center. Precision Body Works uses environmentally friendly PPG water-based paint and also offers 24-hour record service as well as top-of-the-line accessories from such brands as Cam Locker, Ranch Hand, Retrax, Weston, and WeatherTech. We are located at 1210 North Eufaula Avenue or call us at 334-687-4700. When it's football time, we at First Franklin Financial are big fans of our local teams, just like you. We've been part of the community for over 75 years, and when you need money for repairs or emergencies, we'll help you play offense. We offer fixed-rate loans up to $15,000 with easy payment plans and fast approvals. Visit 1ffc.com to find the location near you. Legal, all loan terms and applicable APRs depend on meeting our underwriting and income criteria for the loan size requested and may require collateral. Georgia Residential Mortgage License number 5656.
With the world changing all around us, everyone needs to be covered by insurance. So give Eric Glover with the Glover Agency a call and talk with Eric about auto, home, life, or last week's football game. Whatever your insurance needs, let Eric talk to you about being covered. The Glover Agency is located at 145 East Broad Street, Eufaula, Alabama. Call 334-687-0358.
Benny Whitehead Incorporated has called Eufaula home since 1965. Today, the family-owned business owns and operates 119 tractors and trailers and employs over 150 people. Benny Whitehead is nationally known as a leader in safety and keeping the air clean and fuel consumption low. Benny Whitehead Incorporated loves Eufaula and would like to wish Lakeside and Eufaula safe and successful seasons.
The family at Impressive Collision Center has been in business since 1940.
That's impressive.
Your transportation is one of the largest investments you have, so keep it looking new at Impressive. From a major crash to a small dent, Impressive can help.
Now, impressive.
They work closely with all insurance companies and give you a great price on your minor mishaps.
Wow, impressive.
And don't forget to check out all the accessories from install winches, brush guards, and bed covers.
Impressive. Give them a call. Impressive Collision Center, 317 South Eufaula Avenue, 334-687-4400.
Easy Metal Building Kits, pole barns, and metal roofing supplies. APEC Metal Express carries multiple kit sizes and colors with at-home DIY instruction. APEC Metal Express. Fast delivery, superior quality, excellent customer service.
Hey, we're back. Matthews Stadium. We're going to take it right back down to John Wayne.
Hey, guys. Welcome back. A great a great acknowledgement of our great country. A lot of military. This is military appreciation night here in Ozark, and a lot of our Eufaula people also went and participated. I talked to a few coming down that participated in the military appreciation, and I appreciate Ozark doing that. Had a flyover with a helicopter, and we're just very thankful for the guys and ladies that have served our country so proudly and gave us the freedom to play football on Friday night. This ball field looks good. It's got a little bit of loose grass. Got a great crown on it. And I can't remember when it was here a few years ago when all of us was back here, but the field looks good. It's not quite as firm as Tiger Stadium, but we're gonna have a good night of football here with the Eufaula Tigers tonight. I can feel it.
And you got a better perspective than us because you're looking from field level back up. From our perspective, it looks like there's as many fans on the Eufaula side as there is Carroll. But we can't really tell for certain because we're looking down on Eufaula across at the Carroll fans.
It's a very good crowd from Eufaula. Good support came down tonight. I see more still coming in, so I think it's going to be even more by the time we get to game time.
That's right. So it's a good traveling crowd as would be indicative of the importance of this game. I mean, both teams have played a pretty tough schedule. Carroll, of course, lost to Dothan. The same all lost to Enterprise by similar scores. Dothan was 5-1 on the season, while Enterprise is 4-1. And so Eufaula is 2 in those bigger games, so they would have the tiebreaker should this end in a 3-way tie between the Eagles, the Tigers, and the Trojans. But Eufaula, has played a little bit tougher schedule, I suppose, than Carroll, except for Carroll has a better region win than does Eufaula so far. So it's surprising, Doug, that typically the good Carroll teams are physical and run the ball, going as far back as I can remember. When they have a good team, they have a physical running game. At least on the history up to this point, it's a passing game for them. They had 334 yards passing against Navarre. Navarre, a big high school out of Florida. And it was a 20-point loss 2 weeks ago. That was the last time that Carroll played. They lost 48-28 here on this field to Navarre. But it's a trio of, Eufaula is led offensively by a trio of players. It's number 1, number 12, and number 4. Number 1, number 4, number 12 for Eufaula. And for Carroll, it's 1, 2, and 4. It's the quarterback, running back, and wide receiver. Just like it's a quarterback, running back, and wide receiver. But for Carroll, it is Keyshawn Cole, a senior quarterback. It is Peyton Plott, a junior wide receiver. And it's Lakeith Person, a senior running back. So that's been a potent offensive attack for them so far this season, as they had 443 yards of total offense against Navarre here 2 weeks ago. So 3 turnovers in that game Carroll had that really was their undoing against Navarre. Eufaula was a beneficiary of 3 turnovers last week against Pell City, while they didn't turn the ball over. The week before, turned the ball over 5 times against Pike Road, which really was the Tigers' undoing. Turnovers, like it always is, will be very important tonight.
Tigers got to work on the turnovers and their mistakes coming into tonight's game, and they know that. They're not going to be able to get away with anything on the road. Officials are going to watch everything, and this is a big game for Carroll. A lot of excitement in this community. They have a chance to pretty much lock up a region championship for all intents and purposes if they could get away with a win tonight. And really, that's as early as anybody usually locks up a region. We're talking about week 7. It usually goes further than that but they would be one of the first teams to lock up a region if they were able to do that. So tonight's captains for the Tigers, 12, 4, 7, and 10, of course.
Anderson, Mitchell, Moss, and Coleman. So
don't forget to go over to Mid-South.
All seniors.
Okay. And don't forget, folks, in case we receive the opening kickoff tonight, it's worth $100 to somebody if we return it for a touchdown. And I'm going to tell you something, Keith. Years past, we came down here before. We've seen some strange things on some kickoffs at this place over the years. So be sure to go to the comments, comment Mid-South Bank, and you are eligible for the $100 giveaway, whether it be the first half or the second half when the Tigers return a kickoff.
Yeah, we've seen some interesting games down here. And of course, you were talking about the region championship potential for Carroll. It would surprisingly, because we've seen some pretty good Carroll teams over the years, but it would only be the fifth region championship in the history of Carroll High School if they beat the Tigers. Now, this is a huge game for them if you look at it historically.
You probably remember, but we came down a few years after David Hill had graduated. He had a cousin that fumbled the kickoff like at the 1 yard line. Carroll kicked to us and actually scored or got the ball at the 1.
They scored
on the opening kickoff, and they kicked off. So that was just one of the strange things we've seen happen down here. Don't recall the young man's name. Of course, he probably wouldn't appreciate me calling it anyway.
Yeah, we want to call him out.
He was a great ball player, though. That was just one mistake. But we're getting close to ready to go. I see John Wayne's ready to walk out with the captain. So in just a moment, we'll go out there and let him tell us all about get in with the head official and find out about any special rules in the kickoff. Matter of fact, they're walking out now. So let's just go down to John Wayne now.
Yes, sir. Walking out with the captains. Ozark has 3 honorary captains, 3 military guys. And, I mean, it's such an honor to have people like this in our lives. It gives us this opportunity on Friday nights.
That's right.
Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys. So we'll see how this toss comes in. One of these officials already take your bracelets off, put your plays on your arm, can't have them on your belt. So they're already trying to get in the heads of the Tigers. They got to control what they can control.
Let's have fun. Football all about having fun, okay? What that means, don't get mad at teammates. Don't get mad.
Officials explaining good sportsmanship to both teams right now.
Yeah, that'll be all right if they take the bracelets off. As long as he don't run a pawn shop and he's collecting them, we'll be all right down there. Just keep them straight. Going over all the rules. This big important game. Want everybody to know anything special going on.
Doug, we've seen a lot of these games between Carroll and Eufaula. I don't ever remember Carroll wearing black, all black pants, black jerseys.
I don't need it.
White headgear. So I don't know if this is a new thing for this year or if it's just for this game. And Carroll was actually, I don't remember them coming down through the bleachers either before. So.
Got a United States Army coin. He's showing his plays, getting ready to flip. That's right.
We got 3 VIPs here today.
Yes, sir.
And one of the VIPs is going to flip the coin.
One of our military representatives will flip the coin.
What color you want? Blue for head or orange for head?
The coin flip event.
Tigers chose heads.
Whoa. Oh,
It's landed tails. Ozark won the toss. Ozark wants the ball. They're going to receive the ball.
Okay, so very interesting that, I would say probably 80 to 90% of the time, Doug, that teams defer.
Let's go, Tigers. Let's go, baby.
Want to give the opportunity, to have the ball to start the second half, because you can kind of control that. Sometimes you can go two for one. And instead, Carroll pretty confident on their offense, wanting the ball first. So, it's incumbent on this Tiger defense to come out hot tonight. Is that they, the last 2 weeks we didn't talk about it here. We did last night in the coaches show, but the Tiger defense has really made great adjustments at halftime. The last 2 games on the road at Pike Road, and then last week against Pell City.
And the offense did too. When Red was out, Browning making those reads and running the ball made a lot of difference. But let's hope and I'm like you, I don't ever remember that combination, even in seeing highlights and stuff. So there was a lot of chatter down there. That's the longest coin toss I believe we've been a part of, and John Wayne stuck through it. I was waiting for the heads we win, tails you lose statement to come out of there. But nevertheless, we'll be on defense first, and that's just fine with us. Now, one thing we need to mention, too, this is, again, 2 weeks in a row, I think, that a school has had an off week before the Tigers to prepare for the Tigers.
That's right. So, I guess you'd say that's respect for Eufaula, or either just a coincidence, but Eufaula, they're off week. If things there may be some developments as we go. As it's scheduled to begin the year, Eufaula's off week would be the last week of the season. So it would be 10 straight games without an off week for Eufaula.
That changed today. Yes, the early county game, as most of you probably saw on the webpage, will actually be the last week of the season, which was normally our off week, and we will be off the week that we were going to play them. So after, I guess, Rehoboth, we will have a week off and then end the season with early county after a week off.
Okay.
Something to do with scheduling conflict, but they released that today. You can pull it up on Eufaula City Schools or Eufaula Tiger football page, and it explains it all.
So it will be Cooper Wingate with the ball on the tee. He will kick it away to the Carroll High School Eagles.
Number 4 is deep. Oh, no, that's number 2 over there. Number 4 is actually on this side. So they're two best ball players, both stand back at the 10-yard line. I say two best ball players, maybe two best running backs, I should say. Big hole for right down the middle.
Yeah, if he pushes it, if he drops it in there around the between the 30 and 35-yard line, right in the center of the field, there's a big hole. We're about ready to get started here in this region. Number 2 Class 5A clash between the Tigers and the Eagles.
Oh, the whistle.
Waiting on this. Everything has been slow so far tonight. There's the whistle finally. We have the go-ahead, and here comes Wingate to pooch it right over the head. Like we said, it's going to hit. Eufaula's got a chance to get that ball. I think they did.
Pursued.
I think Eufaula recovered the football at the 36-yard line of the Eagles.
No signal yet. Now the Tigers are happy. They did. Perfect placement by Wingate, and the Tigers are going to get a twofer.
That's right.
Backfired on the Carroll Eagles there.
So from the, let's see where they're going to spot it down at the 35-yard line of Carroll. So you got to write that down. It's basically like a turnover at the plus 35-yard line where Eufaula will come out. It'll be Browning Anderson at quarterback. I did not catch the number of the running back.
I think it's red.
So motion back across. It's going to be the keeper by Anderson. Anderson's going to be hitting the backfield. He's breaking tackles. Anderson running hard. He's going to pick up 3 or 4 yards. Forward progress, I got to mark him to the 32-yard line, I believe, before he's driven back. Very slow whistle. Man, goodness, they spotted it back to the 33-yard line. His forward progress, his head was almost on the 30-yard line. They're going to spot it back, basically a 2-yard gain. The Tigers literally lost 2 yards on that carry. Lost 2 yards on the spot of the ball, that's what I'm saying. 2nd down and 8. That's something to watch as we go ahead. Antron Mitchell in motion. It's going to be Red Harris up the middle. Harris breaking tackles. He's going to fall forward for a first down. This time it's a good spot at the 24-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9 yards and a Tiger first down.
Well, great job there as the Tigers pick up a first down right off the bat. You kind of wondered, covering that kickoff like that, if the offensive group was ready, kind of got caught off guard. But they out there pick up a first down in 2 plays.
Still 27 seconds on the play clock when the Tigers snap the ball. It's going to be Harris. No, it's Anderson keeping it around the right end. He's going to pick up a block, hit the sidelines. He'll pick up 6 quick yards as he gets out of bounds at the 18-yard line. 6 yards for the senior quarterback Anderson. And the Tigers keep this drive alive. It'll be 2nd down and 4 from the 18. Just underway, 10:58. The clock is stopped on the out-of-bounds play. First possession of the game.
I've never seen a head official that far back.
It's going to be Harris at left guard. He's going to have a first down. He'll get down close to the 10-yard line. They'll give him the 12. That'll be 6 yards on that gain. That'll be the second first down of the night for Eufaula. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Tigers from the 12-yard line of the Carroll High School Eagles.
10:39 and the clock rolling. Tigers pick up their second first down. They roll the clock. 1st and 10. The ball sitting just inside the 12-yard line of the Carroll Eagles.
Harris, the senior running back, flanked to the left of Browning Anderson, who is in shotgun formation, a pair of receivers to either side from just inside the right hash mark. It's going to be Harris. He's going to be hitting the backfield. Good penetration that time off the left side of the Carroll defense from the right side of the Eufaula offensive line. That it's going to be a loss of a yard where they spot it. It will be a loss of a yard.
They walked up and blitzed from the outside that time. They've already got a bunch of folks in the box as their backs are to the goal line. Tigers may run a slant here to the slot. A lot of room up top.
A lot of room.
Slaughter's in the game.
Movement should be 5 free yards against the Eagles as they were a little hasty. The Tigers wisely went on the delayed count that time and picked up the 5 yards from the Eagles as 2 or 3 guys jumped into the neutral zone. That'll just kind of change the complexion of this play.
Number 2, Slaughter checks in the backfield for this play.
He scored from 13 yards out last week, his first varsity touchdown. 2nd down and 6 yards to go. It's going to be a slant. Doug called it, and it was there. We just did not catch it. It would have been a first down, if not a touchdown. It was intended for steal. It'll be 3rd down and 6 now from the 8-yard line.
Well, it was there. No doubt about it. Just bounced right out of his hands. Easy throw and easy catch.
Just a curl route from the slot receiver. There was a big cushion. They're going to walk up and cover that cushion this time. There's still a pretty good cushion on the near side, but there's a backer underneath. There's a pass to the end zone. It's going to be broken up. It was intended for the same receiver that time, and the defensive back for Carroll was able to get their hand in there and bat it away. So the Tigers are going to settle for a field goal attempt here. It's going to be a Cooper Wingate field goal. It should be a 25-yarder from the right hash mark.
Field goal attempt brought to you by Wingate CPA.
He'll be spotted down by Brownie Anderson. The Cooper Wingate kick from 25 yards. There's a snap. The placement kicks up. Kick looks good from here. It is straight down the middle and then good. And with 9:29 to go in the first quarter, the Tigers take advantage of the turnover on the kickoff, and they are +1 in the turnover department. They lead 3-0.
Great job by the offense. Just a couple of missed pass receptions there, but they'll come back and make it up and able to notch the scoreboard. I would like the free possession when you're able to do that. Now let's see if they make adjustments on this kickoff. We appreciate everybody joining us. We bring you all action tonight high above the field, way back off the field here at Mathis Stadium in the Brown Heating and Air Conditioning broadcast booth tonight.
So Doug, one was a drop. That second one, you got to give a little bit of credit to Carroll. The ball got into the receiver, but they were there to bat the ball away. It would have been a good catch. It would have been a touchdown if he could have come up with the reception. But either way, the Tigers get points as they do lead 3-0. In a game like this, anytime you can score points is very important. So
they move up 5 yards, but there's still a pretty good gap. I wouldn't be surprised if he kicks it deep down the middle. There's a gap there too. They're actually moving up further now. They're only going to leave 10 yards. They're going to look for Wingate to probably kick this one deep.
If he kicks it right in the middle about the 25-yard line, it's still a pretty good play. A little further for them to run. He's going to approach. He's going to pooch it near side once again. They're going to call for the fair catch and make it the 25-yard line. But everybody stopped for some reason. I don't know. I don't see a flag down.
I was just sitting there thinking we were very fortunate not to get a flag on our first drive. I would have lost money if I'd have been a betting guy. But
calling us offside.
Of course, they're going to call us offsides. That was very close to coming down to number 4 for Carroll. A guy Jarrell specifically said we would not kick to tonight.
So we'll back up to the 35-yard line, kick all over again.
Penalty yards tonight.
Yeah, we'll keep them.
You can request a observer from the state to be at one of the ball games, and they're telling him to kick it deep this time. I see him down there waving. There is an observer here for Eufaula tonight from the state.
Ford's going to go back and catch it at this 12-yard line. He's looking to return to their sideline. He stops, and we overrun. And when all is said and done, they're at the 25-yard line where they fair caught the but that's a good job. Good job by Wingate. He kicked it deep. That ball would have been down to about the 7-yard line had it been the normal 40-yard line where we kick from. So
he's quickly becoming a weapon at just a sophomore.
So first possession for Carroll.
All right, Carroll's got the speedy quarterback. He can throw, he can run. coach's worst nightmare if you got to defend against him. We'll see what we can do here on their first possession.
From the 25-yard line of Carroll, be a pistol formation, slot to either side. 1st and 10 for the Eagles, trailing 3-0 to Eufaula. So, handoff to the back, number 4. He has big yardage across the 35 to the 39-yard line.
Boy, he got a good spot.
He did. I was thinking the same thing as the official walked down the line. He's going to give him 14 yards and a first down for Carroll on the first play. And we said, they hurt Navarre through the air. That's a 14-yard carry. Number 4 has had a big game against Eufaula the last 2 weeks. We'll hope that doesn't continue here tonight. Handoff. Number 4, once again, straight up the middle. He's going to have another first down as he crosses midfield into Tiger territory. He'll be down to the 48-yard line of Eufaula. That's 13 more yards. Doug, that is a 14-yard gain followed by a 13-yard gain just straight up the gut. That is Lakeith Person, senior running back.
Tiger still in a 3-man front.
So Person once again, straight up the middle again. He hits the second level untouched. He's into the secondary, running free. He's finally going to be tackled inside the 30, down around the 28-yard line. That's a 20-yard gain on that play. So 14, 13, 20. They're gutting the Tigers straight up the middle. Nothing fancy. I don't know how they're blocking it, Doug, but they're going straight between the guards.
Well, it's 5 blocking 3, and our linebackers aren't stepping up and making the play. So we'll see if the Tigers make some adjustments. It looks like they're staying in a 3-man front.
Yeah, well, they went to the 3-man front because of the passing attack of Carroll. But so far, it's been the running attack that's really hurt the Tigers so far. 8:19 to go and clock rolling here in the first quarter. Eufaula leads 3-0, but Carroll on the move. 1st and 10 from the 28 of Eufaula. Quarterback's going to keep it this time, and we miss a tackle in the backfield. He spins out. He's down the sidelines. If he stayed in bounds, he's going to be all the way down for a touchdown. They did say he stayed in bounds, so my goodness. 4 plays all on the ground, 75 yards for Carroll. You can see the jitterbug action out of the quarterback, 28 yards for the touchdown. And, Doug, we had him. I didn't see the number of the Tiger, but we had him for a yard or 2 loss in the backfield before he got loose all the way down the sideline.
We've talked all year about not wrapping up, and that was the case there. So cost the Tigers 6 with the extra point pending.
Carroll will line up to kick this extra point. There's the placement's up. The kick looks good, and officials confirm it is good. So with the 8 minutes exactly to go in the first quarter play, the Carroll High Eagles lead by a score of 7-3. So, Doug, Carroll wanted the football. They obviously had a plan they thought would work against the Tiger defense. I don't know if they had not seen the 3-man front for Eufaula, but obviously they had something they thought would work. It did work. At least the Tigers have 3 points by virtue of recovering that kickoff. It would have been nice if the Tigers could have gotten 7.
Yeah, John Wayne's down there close to the tent. We'll get him to eavesdrop a little bit on the defense and see if they make some adjustments before they go back out here. We'll go down to him on our sideline report in just a few moments. We don't even know where to line up.
So far, we were talking about penalties. So far, Eufaula with 5 yards in penalties and Carroll with 5 yards in penalties. You can see that the running back person for Carroll has a lot good vision, quickness, speed, and the quarterback Cole is the same. So Tigers going to see a steady dive of that, I'm sure, all night.
It's still a warm night here for it to be in October. They have a lot of people that go both ways.
They're going to kick it. It's going to be returned this time. I believe it's going to be Steele with the ball. He gets up to right at the 30-yard line. They're going to spot him just short of the 30, but that's good starting field position for the Tigers to take over their second possession of the night.
I had the ball. I had the camera right on the
Charles pointed out a good one there. They wasn't the same guy watching for offsides on that one.
So Eufaula takes over the 29-yard line. It'll be Harris back in at tailback. We weren't sure if we'd see Harris tonight. He went out at the end of the first half last week.
We hadn't seen him cut yet. He's pretty much been straightforward on all his runs. I'm sure that ankle's still bothering him.
Anderson,
5-man front.
going to be a counter play. No, quarterback Anderson keeps it. He's going to throw it late. It's complete to LeCaviante Pew running hard with the football across the 40, across the 45, up to the 46-yard line. That's 17 yards, maybe 18, depending on where they spot it down. It may be the 47. We'll have to wait till they bring it across. But 17 or 18 yards, I'll say 47, 18-yard completion, the first completion of the night for Eufaula. The Tigers move the chains as they'll snap at 1st and 10 from the 47-yard line of Eufaula. Harris will be flanked to the left of Anderson. He'll have motion back into the backfield. It'll be Steele in the backfield with Harris. They give it to Harris. We missed a block up front, and it'll be no gain on that play.
Tell you what, they don't be surprised if they go back to that. It looks like they were trying to set up a fake up the middle and an option around the left side with that back setting up behind Anderson.
Steele, the speedy kick returner for the Tigers and wide receiver. 2nd and 10 from the 47-yard line of Eufaula. The clock is moving, 6:55 and counting here in the first quarter. Anderson takes it. The senior quarterback going to throw it. It's going to be caught by Tron Mitchell, and he caught it forward progress down around the 45-yard line.
Tron looks at him and shakes.
Are you kidding me? He caught the ball at the 45-yard line. They spotted him all the way back to the 49-yard line.
I already hear the boos coming.
So it's a 4-yard gain when it should have been an 8-yard gain. Anderson going to throw it. Caught. Mitchell with it outside the at the 39-yard line. So it's a 10-yard gain. Is there a penalty flag? Apparently so.
On a big 3rd down. Surprise, surprise. Illegal shift. Oh, was it holding? I thought it's holding. Well, start writing them down because it's going to take a calculator to add them up by the end of the night, folks. Don't forget where you're at.
It's a real shame that you encounter this kind of stuff, but we've already seen the spotting of the ball. Of course, guys, you can watch it now, and so you can see what we're talking about. Mitchell on that 2nd down throw, he had the ball down around the 45-yard line. They spotted him back to the 49 when he was driven back. Now the holding penalty after the Tigers converted. Going to go deep this time. Mitchell's there. Going to catch it. Mitchell at the 15, 10, 5. He is down inside the 5 at the 2-yard line. Big play. 49 yards from Browning Anderson to Tron Mitchell, and the Tigers convert anyway through the air. A beautiful throw and catch as Mitchell ran past double coverage that time. A perfectly placed pass by Browning Anderson, and the Tigers have 1st and goal.
Tigers going to stay spread out here. A little surprised they don't go to the heavy set, but they're going to keep everything spread.
Harris behind Anderson. It'll be a handoff to Harris. Harris going to fall into the – they're going to spot him down. Basically no gain on the play. Call it no gain. 2 rushes on this possession so far, Doug, for 0 yards.
Carroll sent in their big guys before we ever did, so we're playing right into their hands there. They had 2 big guys come off the bench, and then we called for the G line after they were already headed out there. So
we have several different plays off of this situation. You got Moss is it's actually going to be a Wildcat. It's going to be Harris running away from the strength. He ran to the left that time. All the blocking and the unbalanced line was to the right. It's a touchdown for the Tigers. That comes with 4:56 to go in the first quarter play. The Tigers lead 9-7 after a beautiful 71-yard drive by the Tigers.
Nice play by Red Harris. Get that one in there. I don't know what the official on our side was looking at, but he ran up in there like he was going to mark it at the half-yard line as Red was crossing the goal line way on the far side. But Tigers line up in the swinging gate. I don't think Carroll's, a lot of hollering up here. Gonna shift over and let Wingate attempt the Wingate CPA extra point.
Tigers look to go back up by a field goal here early in the game. There's a spot, kicks up by Wingate. Look, it was good penetration by Carroll, but he kicked it through. It's 10-7 in favor of the Tigers with 4:56 to go in the first quarter.
Let's go down to John Wayne on the sideline and see what adjustments the defense might have made there while they were talking. Take it away, John Wayne.
So I was close enough. I couldn't hear everything that was saying. Coach Brown, he had the floor first, and Coach Brown coaches the defensive line, if I'm not mistaken. So he had the word, then our DC come in and really got a little vocal with him. It's funny how back in our day you had to wait to Sunday to see the film, but they can see the series when they come off the sideline and make adjustments accordingly. And Eufaula's offense baited number 4. They've come back past 2 times in a row. It just baited him for a turn and go, and that's what we did and got that long gain on that pass.
Well, that's great. See, you said number 4, so if he's playing both ways, bucket runs back in on defense.
Yes, sir. He's defensive back.
That's right. So we thank John Wayne for the Benefield Heating and Air sideline report. And Tigers lead 10-7 after a 6-play, 81-yard drive. Actually, a 71-yard drive, but 81 yards of offense. Deep kick once again by Wingate. It's going to hit at the 10. It rolls. It's bobbled again. Finally picked up at the 4-yard line. The Tigers are down there to cover it. They miss the first tackle, but he has hit big, hard hit at the 10-yard line. And Tigers are going to back them up inside the 10 around the 8 or 9-yard line, 9-yard line. Doug, that's great to see that kind of result on the kickoff.
It was. It was just a big hole in the middle that time, and the coach told him to kick it straight. Man, he right down the middle, and it took that funny hop when you try to field it like that, and Tigers was right there on him. He did spin and make the first Tiger miss, made you hold your breath just a minute, but the rest of the Tigers was right on top of him to keep him pinned back deep at the 9-yard line.
Guys, let me go ahead and apologize to our audience because it's hard for me to keep the cameras up for the players because I'm having to lean so far over this counter.
Yeah, it's a nice press box here at Carroll, but this counter is about 3 feet wide. So we are sitting so far back, we have to lean in to try to look at the end zone because it's so wide. There's a handoff to the running back. Big hole once again for Person as he carries it forward for 9 yards out to the 18-yard line. So far, we haven't figured that out. Just a straight give out of shotgun to the back. And
still in that 3-man front. Keep in mind, too, folks, if you're at home, we're on the visitor side tonight. We're not usually on the front. 4-man front now for the Tigers, trying to stop it.
They'll hand it to Person once again. Person's going to hesitate in the backfield. He's going to have his first down, gain of 2 yards. But the best play by the Tiger defense by far is they stopped him for a 2-yard gain, but it is a 1st and 10 for the Carroll Eagles out to the 20-yard line.
Yeah, they give themselves a little bit of breathing room. I wasn't sure why Charles was smiling so after that play, but I did hear a train in the background, so I think that's probably what it was. How many years on the railroad?
Too long.
1st and 10 for the Carroll Eagles.
Shotgun. It's going to be handoff to Person. Person breaks the line of scrimmage again, and two-string tackle by Ben Jackson across the 30 around the 33-yard line. Just a good saving tackle by Jackson, but my goodness, Doug, I don't understand how they're getting clean through the line. We haven't seen anyone run on the Tigers this clean. Pike Road had some success in the first half, but they weren't running through as big of holes, I don't believe, as the Eagles are here tonight. Quarterback keeps it. He's going to be tracked down for a loss back to the 30-yard line. They're going to give him forward progress.
He never saw the 30.
Yep. So it was a loss of yardage, only about a 2-yard loss.
That was his first carry since he ran 28 yards for a touchdown a few moments ago. 2nd and 12.
But the Tiger defense, 2 of the last 3 rushes, we've yet to see Carroll attempt to pass in this game, as they haven't had to this point. 2nd and 12 from the 31-yard line. It is Keyshawn Cole in the backfield. He'll take the snap, looking to the pass for the first time tonight. He's going to throw it out into the flat here on the left side, on the visiting sideline. Incomplete. So it'll be 3rd down and 12 from the 31-yard line of the Carroll Eagles.
Big play here for the Tigers. They could come away with great field position if they could force Carroll to punt here with 2:47 to go in the first quarter of play. Already 10-7 on the board. The Tigers lead.
You know, Doug, is a situation where Carroll is averaging enough yards on the ground to pick up this first down if they run it. So Tigers really going to have to watch for a run or a pass.
Tigers stay in a 4-man front, though, so they didn't drop out of it here in a passing situation.
Person will flank Cole to his right side, just off his right hip. As Cole takes it, he's going to fake, he's going to throw it deep. He has a man out there streaking down the field, his plot, but great coverage that time, running stride for stride with him was Tony Coleman. That'll force a punting situation on the incomplete pass for Carroll at the 31.
There's a flag thrown right up in there where you'd normally see holding, but don't count on it.
Yeah, it was against Carroll. It's going to, I'm sure it'll be declined. I think it was lineman downfield declined. Fourth down.
It was official right behind the linebackers that threw the flag, so Tigers will decline it. 4th and 12, 2:41 to go. Here in the opening quarter, they'll get the ball back with good field position. Going back deep for the Tigers. Done a great job so far this year. Number 16 for the Tigers, Steele. And dropping back deep, number 10, the same gentleman that handles kickoff duties for Carroll, will be punting, and that's Jordan Brown. Outside linebacker on defense, too. 10 men on the line for the Tigers.
There's a snap. It's a waist-high snap. He takes a long time, and the Tigers got a lot of penetration that time. It's a bad punt, but it takes a big Carroll Eagle bounce. It's going to roll inside the 30 and roll down about the 28-yard line. So that's where the Tigers will take over their third possession of the night. 1st and 10 from the 28. Tigers took it 71 yards the last time they had the football. So offense has been clicking so far. They did bog down and have to kick the field goal in the first possession, but they moved a total of 81 yards on the last possession, only 6 plays, both through the air and on the ground. We missed it on that one. It's going to be a loss. Run by Browning Anderson is going to lose a yard or two. Looks like it's going to be a loss of we'll call it a yard loss.
If it handed the ball off, there was room on the side.
And that's what our coaching staff was up here just yelling, that he should have handed it on that one. But I'm going to tell you what, 9 out of 10 times, Browning's going to make the right decision there.
Yeah, he definitely made a lot of right decisions last week against Pell City. 2nd down 11, a long 11, almost 12. Late in the first quarter, 1:51. They're going to hand it off to Harris. Harris is going to be hit at the line. He breaks tackles, though. Harris is still on his feet. He's going to he does get a first down for the Tigers. My goodness, what a run by Harris as he takes it out to the 48-yard line. It'll be we'll call it a gain of 12 and a Tiger first down.
Good effort, spinning, fighting, and he is injured. We got him and Parker Simmons both a little banged up tonight, but both of them out there fighting early.
1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. It'll be Anderson pulls it down. He keeps it. He runs forward, and he's going to
he was trying to throw to number 4 for the Tigers, was wide open. I heard our coaches over there saying, why didn't he throw it? He must have – maybe somebody jumped up in his face. That was open to the outside for a big gain.
It's a gain of 3 yards. Positive play. Well, actually, they've got it spotted almost the 42-yard line. We'll still call it 3, but almost 4 yards. You'd rather pick up a minimal gain than have a big mistake. So 2nd down, call it 7. It's going to be handoff to Harris. Harris breaking to the outside. He breaks a tackle. He's in the secondary. He's in plus territory down to the Carroll High School 35-yard line. Give him 25 yards on that carry.
I'm going to tell you something. You can give him a medal for that cut. He had a corner come up and dive at him. He made a cut. The corner didn't even touch him. He just grabbed grass on the way down. Great cut for a man with a bad ankle.
1st and 10 from the 35-yard line. 35 seconds to go in the first quarter. Eufaula leads 10-7. It's going to be a quick wide receiver screen. Antron Mitchell going to take it down inside the 30. Stays on the speed. 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Tigers. Antron Mitchell, 35 yards. He just took the wide receiver screen out in the right flat, and he broke tackles with me tonight. Took it 35 yards. The Tigers lead 16-7.
Great fighting effort. Stayed in bounds. Good job there. And Tigers must have called that. We'll get with John Wayne in a minute on the sideline report, but you could see the linebackers walk up on both on the outside, and our coaching staff was excited up here when he got the pass off quickly, and we had numbers on him, and he did a great job of breaking the tackle and taking it for the touchdown.
Tigers going to shift out of the salt and pepper into the conventional field goal extra point formation. It'll be Wingate kicking this one through. Good snap, good spot, good kick. Kick straight down the middle and good. The Tigers lead. Still 18.3 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Tigers lead by a score of 17-7. That was a 5-play, 72-yard drive that took 2 minutes and 8 seconds off the clock and was paid off with a 35-yard touchdown pass from Browning Anderson to Antron Mitchell. And that pair is hooked up quite a bit this year. They hooked up 3 times, 3 touchdown throwing catches back at Pike Road. They hooked up once last week, and is pretty of a 28-yard reception touchdown pass you ever want to see in that one from 35. John Wayne.
Well, we were going to go to John Wayne, but I think he was down there discussing what to have for dinner afterwards with some folks. What was that all about, John Wayne?
I just think it's old teammates, got to go over and get love, folks you don't see in a long time. I mean, it's amazing when you get Tiger in your blood, you show up week after week after week. Hey, that was a great wide receiver screen by the Tigers. Had 2 defenders and 1 blocker. We got a good block, and then Tiger was determined he was not going down, and he broke it this way.
Here's a kickoff by Wingate. It's going to be a pooch kick. It's going to go out of bounds this time on the fly at the 22-yard line. Just a little close to the sidelines that time. It went out on the fly. And Carroll has the option of taking their 35-yard line if they desire. I think they will. That'll be their best starting field position of the night. If they do take it at the 35-yard line, they will.
First time he's missed the green tonight.
18 seconds left in the first quarter.
Been a lot of points, 24 points scored here in the first quarter. Still 18 seconds left. The Tiger defense came out and played much better on the last possession. And we'll see what kind of adjustments they've made since they had the opportunity on the sidelines.
Well, if you're Carroll, you're only down by 10. Do you abandon the run that was so successful earlier? The passing wasn't real sharp on that last drive. I'd be shocked if they didn't go back to number 4, Pearson, who's got 62 yards on 6 carries.
Averaging over 10 yards per carry as a senior running back. It is Lakeith Person. It's going to be a handoff to Person. Looking to sweep the outside. Good shoestring tackle. Jaquavius Moss, penetration from his middle linebacker's position. He brought him down for a 1-yard loss. Good thing, too, because he was kind of gearing up there with the speed around the end. If he doesn't make that tackle, it's going to be a big game for Carroll. As it is, it's a loss of 1. It'll be 2nd and 11 when we come back in the second quarter. Tigers lead at the end of 1, 17-7. We'll be back after this.
Somebody cannot come to us, we go to them. It's something that we do on a regular basis, something we don't mind doing, and we work on a contingency basis.
No one has to pay us any money up front.
They do not have to pay us unless we collect for them, unless we are successful in resolving their case through a settlement or through trial.
They don't have to pay us any money unless we get favorable results for them. If you're hurt in a car wreck, call Penn and Seaborn. It won't cost you anything to see if we can help.
No representation is made that the quality of the legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed.
Hey Tiger fans, Daniel Pulley here, your local Chick-fil-A Eufaula owner-operator. We are so excited to be the official sponsor of the weekly Eufaula Tiger Coaches Show for the 2022 football season. Join us for the live show at Chick-fil-A Eufaula every Thursday starting at 6 p.m. Our incredible team is ready to serve you. And don't forget, eat more chicken.
At Mid-South Bank, we pride ourselves on being the friendliest and most helpful bank in town. For over 100 years, we've been helping families prosper and helping businesses grow. Mid-South Bank is a local bank with local people making local decisions. We're a community bank who will always be there when you need us. Whatever banking services you need, we're here to help. Visit us today or online at bankmidsouth.com. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
We're back at Matthews Stadium. We're through 12 minutes. The Tigers lead the Eagles by a score of 17-7. Tigers back on defense for the third time tonight. They forced a 1-yard loss on first down. Second down 11 now for the Eagles. A couple of seniors in the backfield for Carroll. It is the senior quarterback Keyshawn Cole and Lakeith Person, a senior running back. Going to be a pass this time. Going to run the wide receiver screen. Tigers are there. Going to bring him down for a loss on that play. It is Jave Williams for the Tigers from his linebacker position. Going to bring him down. My goodness, they spot him back at the line of scrimmage. There's no way he made the line of scrimmage. He was back just outside the 30, but we'll call it no gain on the pass play. Third down 11.
And he got it to Platt, one of the playmakers. Is that Platt or Plot? It's Plot.
They did. They marked it for 1 yard loss. They were initially up back at the line of scrimmage, but they'll spot it for a yard loss. Third down 12. They had 3rd and 12 on the last possession. The Tigers were able to hold, forced 2 straight incompletions. 4-man front for Eufaula. 4 wide receivers for Ozark. Quarterback going to flush. He's going to run it this time. Looking to turn the corner outside. He has running. He drops the football. Sunday Hop. It's going to be the Tigers. The Tigers. It looked like it was going to Sunday Hop back up to the quarterback, but he missed it on the dribble, and the Tigers recover. I believe it was Jaquavius Moss. I believe it might have been. I'm not sure, either Moss or the tight end for Eufaula, number 5, the Keviante Pugh, who plays quite a bit on defense. Either way, it's 2 turnovers for Carroll. The Tigers have it again in the Eagle territory.
Great job, Charles. I don't know what a dribble is, but I'm sure folks are Googling it right now.
Dribble. Hey, a dribble or dribble, either way, the Tigers have it at the 42-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Tigers at the 42-yard line of Carroll. 11:04 to go here in the second quarter. Eufaula leads by 10, looking for more. Quick throw. There's a slant. Missed incomplete. The timing not quite there.
They blitz from only one side. That's the first time they've only – and we threw right into it. Just threw the timing off a little bit.
So the Tigers second down and 10 following the first pass attempt on first down of the night so far for Eufaula. Trying to take advantage of the second Carroll turnover of the night. Motion by Slaughter back to the right. They fake the speed sweep. They're going to throw it down the middle. It's complete. Complete in the Carroll Eagle secondary. Breaking tackles down. It'll be 1st and goal for Eufaula. It is trying to see the receiving number is Pugh. LeCaviante Pugh, the senior tight end. Now they're standing back here. Was there a flag? Holding is a call against Eufaula. Surprise, surprise. That's the second holding penalty of the night. 3 penalties for 25 yards against Eufaula. 1 penalty for 5 yards so far against the Eagles.
It'll be interesting.
That nullified a 32-yard pass play.
It'll be interesting to go back and watch the replay and see just at what point that flag was thrown.
So let's mark that down. Another penalty against Eufaula that nullifies a 32-yard pass play wiped out.
Special mark somewhere for a touchdown call back. Or right at it, almost a touchdown.
Tigers going to hand it off. Harris takes it at the center of the line. He'll pick up. He had 2 yards to midfield, but they're going to mark him back where they drove him back to, it appears. No, they're going to give him the 49-yard line. Okay, 1 yard gain on that play. Looks going to try to keep it positive, but you can watch it, see what you think. So 3rd down extremely long, 3rd down and 19. 3rd and 19 for Eufaula.
Tigers make an adjustment. Carroll's not adjusting.
Anderson drops back. He's going to flush to the right this time on the run. He's going to throw it down the field. Has a man there over everyone's head intended for Pugh. down around the 42-yard line of Carroll. It'll be a punting situation. 4th down, be the first punt for Eufaula of the night. But the crew in the stripes did their job that time, nullifying a 32-yard completion that would have been brought up 1st and goal for Eufaula following the turnover. Instead, this game will stay at 7. I mean, a 10-point game, 17-7. Remember, folks, it was like 150 yards of penalties against Charles Henderson when they lost here 3 weeks ago. Good punt by Browning Anderson that's going to roll inside the 10-yard line, be dead right around the 7-yard line. So that is a 44-yard punt for Browning Anderson. And Carroll backed up once again with 9:35 to go here in the second quarter. Eufaula leading 17-7.
Yeah, you'd like to have scored there, got that big play, and put some distance. But as it is, they're one breakaway touchdown away from this being a field goal game. So Tiger defense need to come out and kind of hold them here. We'll see what Carroll has in store. That first drive, they marched it right down the field, running it right at the Tigers. Since then, not so much luck. Great adjustment by the Tigers on the defensive side.
The way it's a nice press box here, but the way it is set up is where the Eagles are now. It's very difficult for us as we have to lean in over this about 36-inch wide counter to see out to the corner where the Eagles are. Tigers stack it up. Looks like maybe a yard gain out to the 8-yard line.
When we went to the 4-man front, we slowed that run game down.
Yep. Last time the Eagles were backed up, they were able to run it off the shadow of their goal line and get out to about the 20 before the drive stalled. That time only a yard gain, 2nd and 9.
9:03 and counting. It's the ball snap. Looking to throw this time. Pierce.
Great.
Cole is going to run straight up the middle, but the Eufaula defense collapses and holds him for no gain. It'll be 3rd down and about 9 yards to go.
That was as pretty of a rush by a front 4 as you'll see. As all of them stayed in their lanes, there was nowhere for Cole to go.
So we'll call it 3rd down, a short 9 from where they gave him a little bit of forward progress, but still inside the 10-yard line. The first down would come out about the 17. Shotgun formation again for the senior quarterback, Cole. He'll have a pair of receivers to either side, one back in the backfield with him. It's Person. Tigers in a 4-man front. There's a snap. Straight drop back. Rush in the backfield. This time the Tigers are he's not throw it back deep over the middle. There's a receiver there. He's going to miss it. Ben Jackson was there distracting the receiver. It went right down between the twos. There are no flags I can see on the field. I believe.
I was watching the head official. He did not throw a flag. We barely touched the quarterback. He had his hand on it, but he didn't throw it.
Do y'all think Ben was hollering at the receiver?
I would.
I was watching the quarterback.
The receiver was a little behind Jackson, but Jackson got back there. I don't believe he touched the ball, but the ball went right between Jackson and the receiver. But it looked like it went right between the twos and went straight out the bottom. So it was incomplete. A big break for Eufaula.
The Tigers had to hold up last time to keep from running into the ball as a very slow punt. Their punter will stand 5 yards deep in his end zone here.
It is Zakai Steele standing his 46-yard line.
He jumped. They moved?
They moved.
I couldn't tell. I thought we jumped. It was on the far side over there, whoever it was. Well, their punter was excited about it, but, I mean, that would still make it 4th and about
They're going to say it's on Eufaula. So 4 penalties against the Tigers already, 4 penalties for 30 yards, 1 for 5 against the Eagles.
Now, if you do it again on this one, somebody needs to walk home.
Sakai Steele now stands at the 48-yard line of Carroll. Pretty good punt. Steele calls for a fair catch and makes it at the 48-yard line. And we'll see. They threw a bag down. He caught that ball at the 48-yard line. Let's see where they spot him down.
Well, he's supposed to be hands.
Hey, he's got 46. He caught it at their 48. Okay, they're going to move it up now. No, they're not.
When you do fair catch, it's supposed to be hands off anyway. grabbed him and spun him, but not a very good spot there for the Tigers at the 46-yard line. But still, good starting field position for the Tigers after the defense was able to hold Carroll deep in their own territory.
I mean, the touchdown guy, spun him around after a fair catch, and we lose 6 yards on the spot. Anderson drops back to throw a screen. It's incomplete. It was intended for Slaughter. I tell you what, Doug, it is very difficult to see the discrepancy on the
ball spotting,
the ball spotting, and everything that goes on here.
One thing I can say though, we have really improved so much this year on our punting, on our punt return, catching the ball.
No doubt, since last year for sure. 2nd and 10. It's going to be a handoff. Harris up the middle with running room. He crosses into Eagle territory. He'll take it down to the 47-yard line. It's a gain. We'll see where they spot it down. They're going to spot it back at the 48. Surprise, surprise. Spot it back a yard. So that's going to be a gain of 6. 3rd down 4. Possession play for Eufaula from the 48-yard line. Surprisingly, that's where the Tigers should have had the ball to start this possession after the fair catch by Zakai Steele.
They're walking up, wanting to blitz. Tigers going to change the play.
Anderson going to drop back. He's going to flush from the pocket. He's going to look. He's going to throw it late. There's a guy there. He catches it down the sidelines. Race, touchdown, Tigers. I don't see a flag, surprisingly. There's not a flag on the field. 7:15 to go in the second quarter. The Tigers have scored. 48. They lead after the 48-yard touchdown pass, 23-3. Did y'all see the number of the receiver on the far side? Hard to see with the lighting here, looking through this double pane glass.
I did not see it.
We'll have to check with the coaches later, but 48 yards on that touchdown pass, and the Tigers get the points anyway.
Second touchdown pass of the night for Browning Anderson, a 35 and a 48 now, and that stretches the lead to 23-7 with the extra point attempt coming.
It'll be Wingate to attempt this point after touchdown on the RW Wingate extra point. There's the kick. Kick is up. Kick is no good. It was wide left. So it'll be 23-7 in favor of Eufaula.
Well, I started to say they could have got a penalty for too many men on the field. They had 3 coaches down out on the numbers at the 20-yard line, but he was just ready to chew the defense when they came to the sideline as they get an earful going back to the Carroll sideline. That makes it 23-7 now with 7 minutes and 14 seconds left to go in the second quarter of play.
John Wayne, did you see the number of the Tiger who caught that touchdown pass? It was Tron.
Yes, sir. I think that was Tron Mitchell. Number 4 was covered him, and when Browning took the run, 4 came off of him to go get Browning, and he just laid it up there to him, and off he was gone. It
was a beautiful play by Anderson, the quarterback, because he looked like he committed to run, but he pulled it out at the last minute, sort of like Nick Marshall in the Iron Bowl back in 2013 when he hit Sammy Coates for the touchdown. And Mitchell took it the rest of the way, about the same place on the field, about 48 yards just on the right side rather than the left side. So great play by Anderson, heady play, and Mitchell knows what to do with it when he catches it behind the secondary.
Good thing I was between you and Charles. He probably would have stepped on your foot after that comment.
Well, I mean, that was very similar, though. He had the ball tucked. He pulled it out late, lobbed it over the defense's head.
You got an Alabama reference?
He only watches one team.
Okay.
That's not true.
He's a one-team fan.
That's not true.
You follow. That's it.
That's right.
That's what we're talking about. All right, let's see what Wingate can pull out for us tonight.
Wingate on the kick. It's going to come down. We fielded this time the first, well, if not the first return, but 4 with it. He's going to take it on a good return out across the 40. We're going to spot him down. We'll see around the 41 probably. We'll wait and see, but a good return nevertheless. 7:07 to go here in the second quarter. It's Eufaula 23 and Carroll 3.
Pretty good starting field position for Carroll. Keith, I'm going to tell you, Carroll has a lot of people going both ways. They've been up and down the field an awful lot here in a quarter and a half, and we can tell you it's warm up here in this press box. I can imagine still down there for Game 7. It's got to be wearing on Carroll a little bit. I know they had last week off, but still.
They're going to spot at the 40-yard line where Carroll will take over. 40-yard line of Carroll. Eufaula with a 20-point lead in this game.
Difference.
Pair of backs in the backfield with the quarterback, Cole. He'll take the snap. Going to give it to his first back through who bounces it to the outside, but a good play. It is going to be Jaquavius Moss, I think. We'll wait and see when they stand up. It is Moss on the tackle for no gain on the play.
That's a good job. I tell you what, Pugh ought to carry Moss's books next week for one day, as Pugh got sucked up to the inside and faked off badly, but Moss bailed him out by his quickness, catching up with the back in the backfield.
You know, the coaches changing the defense to that 4-man front has really helped.
It has made a world of difference here in the last 3 or 4 series.
So it'll be second down and a long 9. They had to give him some forward progress of a couple of feet on that play. 3 receivers to the wide side left. Quarterback is just going to stand up and throw it to the inside man who takes it, makes a move. He's in the secondary. It's going to be Plot, who's going to take it all the way for a Carroll touchdown. Nothing fancy there, just a wide receiver screen. Number 2, first time we've actually called his name tonight, but he took it 59 yards for a Carroll touchdown. So a 2-play possession for Carroll. They cover 60 yards.
Very similar to what Pell City did. You don't think they wasn't watching last week. That was proof right there. Exact same thing Pell City did to number 4. They do it to number 2.
Good athletes. Carroll's had a good year so far. They have some good athletes on that side of the ball. So
10-point game with an extra point still to come.
Yeah, I said it was 20 points earlier. The 3 timeouts are about as big as the 7 points. There's a kick. It's up. It's going to be good. So 23-14 is the score. 23-14. The Tigers have a 9-point lead.
Coach Jernigan discussing, he's talking to Coleman and some of them. Like he said, a lot of times it's just not understanding, busted coverage, not communicating with each other back there as to what you should be doing. But that time it was the speed down the sideline. I think it was Jackson that was trying to catch him, and just not going to happen as a young man, number 2. Plot had a lot of speed down the sideline.
Well, Doug, he was the inside man of 3, and they threw it to him as he was kind of floating to the outside. Those 2 guys did a good job of blocking and holding their blocks. And
that's kind of what they did last week with number 4. He just stepped up and then took 2 steps back, caught the ball, and made something happen on the sideline.
What I'm saying is they maintained their blocks for quite some time. Our defensive backs were not able to get off the blocks. When he broke the line of scrimmage, there's a foot race, which he won. So 59 yards, and it's a different ball game now. It is 23-14. Eufaula scored all but one time that they've had the ball tonight. Of course, that was a time when a 32-yard pass play was called back, nullified by a holding penalty behind the play. It'll be Eufaula after the kick out of bounds. It'll be Eufaula taking the football at the 35-yard line for their 6th possession of the night. That'll happen with 6:08 to go here in the second quarter. Eufaula, remember, will receive the second half kickoff.
Now, tell me why they kicked out of bounds. I guess you have your choice as to which hash mark you want to be on.
Perhaps.
Because I see him bring it all the way over here. That's a little unusual. I would have figured right in the center of the field or either on the hash mark that it went out on, but maybe that's an option.
It is Quinn, wide receiver to the left. He'll have Plot over here as H-back. It's going to be Harris at right tackle. Short gain, really short gain. They're only going to give him a 1-yard gain on that play. Second down 9. That keeps the clock moving under 6 minutes to go here in the first half. 23-14, Eufaula leads.
Carroll has walked another linebacker up. They're basically playing a 52 now to try to stop Eufaula's run.
Doug, I want you to look at where they spotted that ball. He got across the 36, and they initially ran that 36. Then they mark it back where it's only about a foot over the 35.
We'll get John Wayne on him at halftime.
We'll have to get his opinion. He's right down there close. Going to run the tunnel screen to the wide receiver. Good job by Mitchell breaking back across the field. He's going to turn it upfield for a first down, and he's going to be horse-collared out of bounds right in front of our bench, and there's no flag. 14 yards and a first down, though, for the Tigers.
Who was the receiver?
It was Tron Mitchell once again.
I was watching the head official to make sure flag didn't come out late there.
5:23 to go here in the first half. The clock stopped on the out-of-bounds play as Harris, who will be flanking Anderson to his right. Pair of receivers to either side. Now Harris goes in motion. Anderson going to keep it. Picking his way through the line of scrimmage. He's in an open field. He's going to take inside the 40, lowers his head. He takes it down to around the 38-yard line. That'll be a gain of 12 yards for the senior quarterback and a Tiger first down. Back-to-back first down plays for the Tigers. 26 yards over the last two plays. One through the air, one on the ground. Keep the clock rolling with 5:10 and counting here to go in the first half. Eufaula leading 23-14. Going to be Harris. No. Anderson keeps it. He's going to have a short gain inside the 35 to the 34-yard line. Actually, it's going to be a gain of about 4 yards, which is a good positive play on first down. The important thing, Doug, is, if the Tigers could just continue to methodically carry the ball down the field, they've stopped the clock for something.
I hate to see Anderson taking punishment like that, starting quarterback, but was there something said after the play, or?
Can't tell. They stopped the clock.
That'd be another way to get a penalty. So Coach Jernigan's halfway out on the field. Something's going on.
We're going to say dead ball.
Oh, man. You kidding me?
So let's Tigers are on the move there. They're about the same spot on the field where they got the holding penalty, the phantom holding penalty that wiped out a 32-yard gain.
Coach Jernigan wants a discussion, and the head official don't even want to come over here. If you saw our post before we came down here tonight, you knew that was coming, folks.
As we said, Charles Henderson was over 100 yards in penalties.
I think Navarre and Charles Henderson both was triple digits in penalties, was my understanding.
So this is a 15-yard penalty? Yes. So that's 5 penalties. 5 penalties for 45 yards against the Tigers. 1 penalty for 5 yards against Carroll. And that's a dead ball penalty as well.
3 of them were on big plays for the Tigers also. The 30-something yard pass, a long run earlier, and then that one. That one was only a 4-yard run, but still, it's a big penalty.
Second down, very long from back at basically 49-yard line. Anderson drops back. He's going to throw it. He has a man down there. It's going to be Quinn who catches it, but he's out of bounds. The pass carried the receiver out of bounds, unfortunately, there. It would have been a big play as he got behind the defense.
Good job by Anderson to stand tall with a blitz coming right in his face, and a good job by the line to pick up that blitz.
The last penalty, you figure, takes points off the board for the Tigers because it had been first and goal from the 10. Tigers in field goal range would have been at least 3 points, if not a touchdown. This time it would have been it would have been 2nd and 6 from the 34-yard line. Still 4:30 on the clock after the incomplete pass. It is third down, very long. The first down would come down about the 28-yard line. It's about 21 yards to go. Anderson drops back, looking to throw. He's going to throw it down. It is incomplete. It is incomplete. It was intended for Slaughter. It would have been short of a first down. It's going to be a punting situation. So the striped shirts do their job once again. They stop a Eufaula drive. It'll be Eufaula punting for the second time tonight.
I don't know if y'all got a chance to talk about it much on the coaches show last night, but some of the couple of the penalties we got last week, that's straight up, wasn't it?
That's a pretty good punt. Fair catch call for and made about the 17-yard line.
But some of the penalties we called out last week, Coach Jernigan picked up on that weren't quite so much penalties. Let's run down to John Wayne at the Benefield Heating Air Conditioning Sideline Report. What you got for us, John Wayne?
Guys, I can't always say this, but that was a good call. Anderson and a defensive guy was mouthing back and forth, and Anderson pushed him in his face mask when he turned to walk off, and that's when the flag came out. So that was a good call.
Thank you for the clarification. Either way, that's 5 penalties against Eufaula so far. 1 penalty for 5 yards against Carroll.
How many times do you see that no call, though? Oh, but it's all right. But, you know, the thing you don't want to do is letting Carroll hang around here. Tiger defense needs to stop them.
This is a big possession. Tigers don't want to give up a score here going into halftime. It's going to be a keeper by the quarterback, Cole. He's going to break tackles in the backfield. He's going to give yardage. It's going to be a bad decision as it turns out. He's going to be caught way back inside the 10-yard line. They're going to give him forward progress out to the 7, but it looked like he went down inside the 5 from here.
Just a lot of speed from the Tiger defense. We talked about how fast he was, and that time he was unable to elude the onrush of the Tigers. A big loss on first down. How many yards was it?
10-yard loss. 10-yard loss on that play. He is very elusive, but the Tigers with good pursuit and good discipline to stay home on the backside. 3:30 in the clock rolling here. Empty backfield for Carroll. Watch for a quarterback draw possibly here. 2nd and 20.
Whistle.
Whistles blow.
Play clock still had 6 seconds.
I think Coach Jernigan called a timeout. It's a timeout for Eufaula. With that timeout, we'll take a quick timeout. Be back with more Tiger football after this.
At Mid-South Bank, we pride ourselves on being the friendliest and most helpful bank in town. For over 100 years, we've been helping families prosper and helping businesses grow. Mid-South Bank is a local bank with local people making local decisions. We're a community bank who will always be there when you need us. Whatever banking services you need, we're here to help. Visit us today or online at bankmidsouth.com. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Of all the improvements you can make to your home, it could be the most important is not seen or heard, only felt. The ultra-quiet, energy-efficient Carrier Infinity Home Comfort System provides premium comfort with a whole home air purifier that gives you confidence you're breathing healthier air. It's an essential part of any healthy home.
Hey, we're back at Matthews Stadium where the Tigers lead in an important Region Number 2 Class 5A contest between Eufaula and Carroll. They lead 23-14, 3:23 to go here in the first half. Second down 20 from the Carroll Eagles 7-yard line. Tigers playing pretty close to the line of scrimmage. They're going to run a reverse. Tigers, they've got it set up pretty good as they're going to run down the sidelines. They'll pick up a first down as they set that play up well, depending on where he stepped out of bounds. We can't see the far sideline. Maybe not a first down. It's not going to be a first down. Looks like he went out of bounds about the 23-yard line. Either way, that's a 16-yard gain, bringing up a third down and manageable. Third down and about 4 yards to go after the 16-yard gain. Carroll quickly up to snap this football. Delayed count, trying to draw the Tigers off.
They moved. No flag.
And now they're going to take the timeout. 3:14 to go. We'll step aside for another quick break. We'll be back in a moment.
Of all the improvements you can make to your home, it could be the most important is not seen or heard, only felt. The ultra-quiet, energy-efficient Carrier Infinity Home Comfort System provides premium comfort with a whole home air purifier that gives you confidence you're breathing healthier air. It's an essential part of any healthy home.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here. You can take a break. I'm a hot air balloon that could go to space. With the air, like I don't care, baby, by the way. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof.
And we're back at Matthews Stadium in Ozark, Alabama. The Tigers and the Eagles. 23-14 in favor of the Tigers is a third down play, 3rd and 4 from the Eagle 23-yard line. Nice play on the reverse on the last play. Putting Carroll in 3rd and manageable. They'll have 3 receivers to the wide side right. One back is the quarterback. It's going to be a pass. It's going to be complete up to the 30-yard line. That'll be good enough for 7 yards and a Eagle first down.
Only the third completion of the night. Of course, they did have the 59-yard catch and run earlier.
It's an important play with 3:08 to go in the first half as they convert 2nd and 20 from their own 7-yard line. The reverse and then the nice pass play. Clock is running, 3 minutes to go here. Eufaula leads by 9. Important possession to try to stop the Eagles as the Tigers will receive the second half kickoff. Pistol formation for Carroll. See, quarterback drops back. He's looking to throw. He's going to pull it down. Oh, football this time it did. Dribble up to him. He caught it on the Sunday hop and took it forward for about 2 yards. That'll keep the clock rolling after the 2-yard gain.
It was a dribble that time.
Not a dribble, but a dribble.
How many, 2?
I had it for 2. Okay, it's actually more like 1, maybe.
Okay.
Clock is still rolling, 2:25 and counting here in the first half. Eufaula 23, Carroll 14.
Both sides still have 2 timeouts. Tell you what, their number 3 sure is doing a lot of talking to our linebackers as he walked back to the line of scrimmage there. But
20 seconds on the play clock, 18. Carroll in no big hurry. It's like they're trying to run this clock down.
They don't want to give the Tigers the ball back, that's for sure.
2 minutes, going to be under 2 minutes when they snap it. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Quarterback drives back and throw a tunnel screen to Plott. Plott's there. They're going to block it well. He's down the sidelines. He's going to go down the 40-yard line of Eufaula. That's going to be a gain of 29 yards on that play. You can see that Plott is dangerous. It's number 2 playing the role of number 4 from last week. Actually, they spot him at the 39-yard line. That keeps the clock running at 1:40 and counting here in the first half. Eufaula led in this game 23-7 at one point. It's 23-14 now. Plott comes. He's the inside receiver here on the trip side to the right. It'll be the quarterback keeper. It'll be Cole. He's going to take it down to the 33-yard line. 33-yard line on a 6-yard gain. This drive began back at the 17-yard line of Carroll. They're going to call timeout with 1:19. We'll keep it here. So they converted after 2nd down and 20 from their 7-yard line. They ran 16 yards on a reverse, and they got 29 yards on that big wide receiver tunnel screen on the next to the last play.
Our left end read it, but he was a half a second too late. I think it was number 9 that almost kept that tunnel screen from happening. But they're getting the ball into number 2 Plott's hands in open field, and he can make things happen.
I know y'all can't see it, but Merrill Karen down in Elba, he's giving us score updates. We got Enterprise is leading Prattville 42-7.
I'm sorry. Enterprise is leading Prattville?
Yeah, 42-7 in the second.
Okay.
Then we got Elba up on red level, 42-0 in the second.
Elba continues to roll. Of course, they've got the good running back there. He's just a junior this year, Henderson.
Is he committed to Auburn?
No, he hasn't committed anywhere, I don't think, yet. 33-yard line, 2nd down. Call it 6 yards to go from the 33. Motion, or actually shifting out to the right, is Plott. He is the coach's son. Empty backfield for Cole. Rush. He has a wide open field. He's going to run it now. He's going to be tackled on a good, nice solo stop by Ben Jackson inside the 20 down at the 18-yard line. That's a gain of 15 yards on that quarterback scramble play. It's a 1st and 10 for Carroll. Carroll with 1 timeout remaining. No, they didn't call a timeout. It's 1:05. The clock's still rolling, but they have it 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Hurry up. I'll go after our linebacker that time.
Cole takes a snap. He's looking to throw. He's going to throw it. It's going to be a man there. He catches it. It's Plott. He's going to score a touchdown. Just like we said, we didn't need to give up 50 seconds to go in the first half. Carroll's going to draw within possibly 2. Well, you know, the Tigers twice have had a chance to open this game up more. Both times they had crucial penalties that stopped their drives. The last time John Wayne said that penalty was legitimate. Before, it was a holding penalty that brought back a 32-yard pass play that would have been 1st and 10 for the Tigers from the 10-yard line of Carroll. Here's the point after touchdown attempt. Kick is up. Kick is good, they say. Short goalposts here at Carroll. So, if the ball is high, it's really difficult to tell because it's going over the uprights. 7-play Carroll drive, 83 yards on that possession.
Almost 51 seconds, 50.9 still to go in the half. Tigers still have 2 timeouts. If they come out, if we complete something long, we've probably still got an over and under of about 2 penalties here with a minute left.
3:23, 7-play, 83-yard drive, 3:23 off the clock. 23-21 now. The Tigers lead the Eagles. That's 2 touchdown passes from the quarterback Cole to Plott, to Peyton Plott. He is the son of the head coach. There's a kick. It's going to be a squib kick coming down. It's going to be fielded at the 12-yard line. Looking to go up the near sideline is Zakai Steele. He'll be taken out of bounds across the 20, about the 21, 22-yard line. We'll see where they spot it. So, Doug, the Tigers have 2 timeouts, 43.6 seconds to go. They do receive the second half kickoff, but you got to give it to Carroll there. There were no penalties on that possession. They did a good job of methodically moving the ball down the field and scoring with very little time left on the clock. Shotgun formation for Anderson. He'll take the snap. He's going to roll to his left. He throws it. It's complete. He's going to go down to the 30 after a gain of about 7 yards on that
He
game.
caught that on the 31-yard side and drove back as he was coming down. They sure ain't giving no kind of yardage. Taking forever for the official to spot the ball.
Tigers, Anderson drops back. He's going to come back up. He's going to roll out to his right. Going to throw it deep. Has a man out there. He's going to lead everybody out of bounds. It was intended for Zakai Steele. Pass incomplete. 3rd down with only 10.9 seconds to go here in the first half. And you were mentioning about the observer on the officiating, Doug. Did we ask for an observer tonight?
Yeah, you get one a year. Unless it's a special situation, you can ask for another one. Normally, we would have probably used it for Charles Henderson. Now it looks like we're just going to go in at the half. Going to take it and take a knee. But it was asked for tonight because of this being probably for the region championship. They took a timeout. Well, they're going to force us to punt. But the clock keeps rolling and it runs out. The head official ain't gonna let it happen though. He's already walking over.
They're waving their hands, so
yeah, they're gonna make it. They're gonna wait and make us punt is what they want to do.
Huh.
Yeah, I saw the coach call timeout.
Now, what's interesting is to see how much time they put back on that clock.
There's about 3 minutes left, I think.
3 minutes.
I'm bad as the officials on it. 3 seconds.
Y'all see why I can't never win in golf against Charles Irvin when he keeps scoring. Yeah, I agree, Charles. It probably
2.6.
I think exact. 3 would probably be awful nice to Carroll.
That was one of those situations where we probably should have just run the ball
How
forward.
did we gain? I had us down. We gained 6 yards on the first play.
Well, they spotted us where we kneeled the ball. We took a shotgun snap and then kneeled down.
8 seconds.
You're right. Holy cow.
No.
Surprise, surprise.
No way. No.
They put 8. There was 10.9 seconds when we snapped the football. And they said that snap and that kneel took 2.9 seconds.
I saw the coach call timeout and I looked at the clock and 2.6. I was thinking.
I tell you, I couldn't be a high school football coach. I just could not come into the situation, Doug.
I'd spend a lot of time in the office on Mondays, I promise you, if I was. At least 1 or 2 times till they fired me because I could not do it.
It's Peyton Plott standing back deep for Carroll. There's a snap. Anderson will get it away. Nice, tight spiral. It's going to turn over. It'd be funny if it hit them and we scooped it. That's the end of the first half. No harm on that penalty play, but Tigers going to take a 2-point lead into the halftime as they lead 23-21. They did have a 23-7 lead.
John Wayne's got coach. Take it away, John Wayne.
Coach, not a bad half for the Tigers. Penalties, some deserving, some undeserving. But we got to control what we can control. Looked like several times we were some confusion in our defensive backs. Big plays has killed us tonight.
Yeah, like you said, big plays killed our defense right there. They trying to do the same thing that Pell City did last week with two. Start them in the backfield and most of them out. And our boys confused at first, but I think we got that fixed. We're going to halftime and make adjustments with that. But offensively, penalties, every time we get a big play right there in the second quarter. I know the one, the Pew, got called back on the penalty, which is, I don't know. I got to go back and look at it on the holding. But like you said, some of them we deserve on the penalties and some of them I know we didn't deserve on there. So we come out the second half, 0-0. We get the ball first. Hopefully, offensive march down and get something going.
We play that Tigers second half like we played the last few weeks. We'll take this one home.
Yes, sir.
Good luck, Coach. Back to you guys.
We appreciate Coach Jernigan taking time as he goes to halftime to kind of discuss what's going on here in the first half. And, Doug, the important thing is going to be the halftime adjustments. We've seen that the last two games where the Tigers, Pike Road came out after scoring 42 points in the first half. They scored 6 in the second half, and that was on a turnover, a pick 6. Last week, it was Pell City scoring 25 points in the first half, and they scored exactly 7 in the second half. The Tiger defense did a great job making adjustments at halftime. Carroll with 21 points here in the first half against the Tigers. Hopefully the Tigers will pitch a shutout. I believe the Tigers hold them to no more than a touchdown like we've seen the last 2 weeks. The Tigers will leave here with their 5th victory of the season.
Yeah, I was just sitting here running up some totals, and Keith, it's I know you got to figure yours by the bands are coming out at halftime, but it's just kind of ironic that last drive really evened a lot of things up for Carroll on the rushing side. The Tigers rushed 17 times for 88 yards and 1 touchdown. The Carroll Eagles rushed 17 times for 90 yards and a touchdown. On the passing side, the Tigers were 7 of 8 for 174 yards and 2 touchdowns. And Carroll was, they were 5 for 9 for 112 yards and 2 touchdowns. So a little better in the passing department for the Tigers, but nevertheless, it's too close of a ball game. It was could have been a lot better for the Tigers, but it turned out to be a pretty good half for the black and white. I'll just say that. A lot of black and white.
That's right. Carroll wearing black uniforms tonight with white helmets, but there are 5 or 6 other people in black and white as well. So that did play a big role. There were 2 Eufaula drives that were in Carroll territory, 1 all the way down to the 10. A penalty, a timely called penalty stopped the Tiger drive, and the Tigers had an opportunity to go up by 23 points, go up by over 3 touchdowns.
The thing about a lot of those that, a lot of times they'll come at it's timely penalties. And that's what's hurt the Tigers in the first half. But we'll see if we can make some adjustments. And the Tigers, I did not see them go back up the hill. So I guess Coach Jernigan, as y'all talked about last night, decided to stay down on the field because here you got to walk a half a mile to the dressing room. So probably a wise move just to stay down. And we talked about it still being a warm night. It's cooled off a little bit, but still a warm night for October. And Carroll has a lot of folks going both ways. Let's hope that gives the Tigers a half a step in the second half and able to make something happen.
That's right. So we'll step aside, be back with some halftime comments after this commercial break.
In sports, every point counts, and at Alpha Insurance, we know when it comes to your budget, every dollar counts. That's why we work to get you the lowest rates and best discounts available. Plus, every Alpha policy comes with personal service from our hometown team. Call Alpha to start saving today. In Eufaula, call Alpha agent Keith Bryan at 334-687-8268 or stop by our office at 1326A South Eufaula Avenue. R.W. Wingate and Company is a full-service accounting firm and a supporter of Eufaula High Athletics. They are located at 102 North Orange Avenue, Eufaula, Alabama, but licensed in multiple states. Richard W. Wingate has over 25 years' experience in public accounting, and the firm's services include personal and business tax preparation, bookkeeping, sales tax preparation, payroll services, audit of nonprofit and government entities, and business consultation. When doing extra is the point, contact R.W. Wingate and Company for your accounting needs.
In 1983, the first mobile phone was introduced to the public by the Motorola Company, and that was the same year Pam Freeman started her State Farm business. For 40 years, both have saved time and money. Whether it's auto, homeowners, condo renters, personal articles, business, life, or health, Pam Freeman State Farm has been there for you. Call Pam's office and let Kathy Bennett help you with all your quotes and needs. You won't find a more helpful staff anywhere. Come by and see them at 322 East Barber Street in Eufaula or call 687-7034.
Attention contractors, is your metal roofing provider slowing you down? APEC Metal Express fills orders within a week. 40-year finish warranty, 17 different colors, and multiple truss styles. Work more and wait less.
45.
Precision Body Works is a state-of-the-art collision facility dedicated to providing customers with outstanding service and a quality repair experience. We have been serving Eufaula and the surrounding areas for over 20 years and have earned a reputation as being a premier collision repair center. Precision Body Works uses environmentally friendly PPG water-based paint and also offers 24-hour record service as well as top-of-the-line accessories from such brands as Camlocker, Ranch Hand, Retrax, Weston, and WeatherTech. We are located at 1210 North Eufaula Avenue or call us at 334-687-4700. When it's football time, we at First Franklin Financial are big fans of our local teams, just like you. We've been part of the community for over 75 years, and when you need money for repairs or emergencies, we'll help you play offense. We offer fixed-rate loans up to $15,000 with easy payment plans and fast approvals. Visit 1ffc.com to find the location near you. Legal, all loan terms and applicable APRs depend on meeting our underwriting and income criteria for the loan size requested and may require collateral. Georgia Residential Mortgage License number 5656.
With the world changing all around us, everyone needs to be covered by insurance. So give Eric Glover with the Glover Agency a call and talk with Eric about auto, home, life, or last week's football game. Whatever your insurance needs, let Eric talk to you about being covered. The Glover Agency is located at 145 East Broad Street, Eufaula, Alabama. Call 334-687-0358.
Benny Whitehead Incorporated has called Eufaula home since 1965. Today, the family-owned business owns and operates 119 tractors and trailers and employs over 150 people. Benny Whitehead is nationally known as a leader in safety and keeping the air clean and fuel consumption low. Benny Whitehead Incorporated loves Eufaula and would like to wish Lakeside and Eufaula safe and successful seasons.
The family at Impressive Collision Center has been in business since 1940.
That's impressive.
Your transportation is one of the largest investments you have, so keep it looking new at Impressive. From a major crash to a small dent, Impressive can help.
Now impressive.
They work closely with all insurance companies and give you a great price on your minor mishaps.
Wow, impressive.
And don't forget to check out all the accessories from install winches, brush guards, and bed covers.
Impressive. Give them a call. Impressive Collision Center, 317 South Eufaula Avenue, 334-687-4400.
Easy Metal Building Kits, pole barns, and metal roofing supplies. APEC Metal Express carries multiple kit sizes and colors with at-home DIY instruction. APEC Metal Express. Fast delivery, superior quality, excellent customer service.
Somebody cannot come to us, we go to them. It's something that we do on a regular basis, something we don't mind doing, and we work on a contingency basis.
No one has to pay us any money up front.
They do not have to pay us unless we collect for them, unless we are successful in resolving their case through a settlement or through trial.
They don't have to pay us any money unless we get favorable results for them. If you're hurt in a car wreck, call Penn and Seaborn. It won't cost you anything to see if we can help.
No representation is made that the quality of the legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other law.
Hey, Tiger fans, Daniel Pulley here, your local Chick-fil-A Eufaula owner-operator. We are so excited to be the official sponsor of the weekly Eufaula Tiger Coaches Show for the 2022 football season. Join us for the live show at Chick-fil-A Eufaula every Thursday starting at 6 p.m. Our incredible team is ready to serve you. And don't forget, eat more chicken.
At Mid-South Bank, we pride ourselves on being the friendliest and most helpful bank in town. For over 100 years, we've been helping families prosper and helping businesses grow. Mid-South Bank is a local bank with local people making local decisions. We're a community bank who will always be there when you need us. Whatever banking services you need, we're here to help. Visit us today or online at bankmidsouth.com. Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Of all the improvements you can make to your home, it could be the most important is not seen or heard, only felt. The ultra-quiet, energy-efficient Carrier Infinity Home Comfort System provides premium comfort with a whole home air purifier that gives you confidence you're breathing healthier air. It's an essential part of any healthy home.
Good call or bad call, officials always have the final say in sports. And at Alpha Insurance, we know it's important for you to have the final say on the insurance plan we build for you. You'll have peace of mind knowing we will work hard to get you the lowest rates and best discounts available. Alpha Insurance, always a good call. In Eufaula, call Alpha Agent Keith Bryan at 334-687-8268 or stop by our office at 1326A South Eufaula Avenue. R.W. Wingate & Company is a full-service accounting firm and a supporter of Eufaula High Athletics. They are located at 102 North Orange Avenue, Eufaula, Alabama, but licensed in multiple states. Richard W. Wingate has over 25 years' experience in public accounting, and the firm's services include personal and business tax preparation, bookkeeping, sales tax preparation, payroll services, audit of nonprofit and government entities, and business consultation. When doing extra is the point, contact R.W. Wingate & Company for your accounting needs.
Stadium where the Tigers lead the Eagles 23-21, a game the Tigers had opportunities in. They kicked a field goal on their first possession. They recovered the actual opening kickoff that was mishandled by the Carroll Eagles. Eufaula took over at the 35-yard line of Carroll and moved all the way down. Looked like they put a touchdown on the board. Drive stalled out. Cooper Wingate came in and booted through a 25-yard field goal. The Tigers led 3-0 early on. Then Carroll responded with a 4-play, 75-yard drive all on the ground. The payoff was a 28-yard touchdown run by the senior quarterback, Keyshawn Cole. They took a 7-3 lead, but Doug, then the Tigers erupted for 20 unanswered points as they took a 23-7 lead, only to see Carroll score the last 14 points of the first half to draw within two, 23-21. Of course, the last 2 weeks, the Tigers have made good adjustments during the halftime intermission on defense, as we've already spoke about earlier. They held Pell City to one touchdown last week after the halftime intermission. They held the Pike Road offense scoreless in the second half, the last 24 minutes up at Pike Road 2 weeks ago. It's going to take a similar effort tonight. The Tigers are going to get out of here with their fifth win and their third regional win of the season. The Tigers, if they win tonight, would wrap up at least a share of the region championship. But 23-21, the Tigers will receive the second half kickoff. It'll be very important, as Coach Jernigan mentioned, to go get some points on this possession, as Carroll has shown the ability to score quickly. It was a long 59-yard pass play just on a wide receiver screen to Peyton Plott for the Eagles' second touchdown of the night. And, Charles, we saw that kind of thing last week, as it was a 70-yard touchdown play on a similar play by Pell City to their athlete Grosh, and it was Peyton Plott tonight taking it 59 yards. And, of course, it was another touchdown pass to him late in the first half. So 2 receptions for Plott, 2 touchdowns, and we sit here at a 2-point game.
Keith, one of the things that scary a little bit, it was right here on this field on September the 15th, I think it was. Charles Henderson actually led at halftime in the game between them two, and it was all Carroll in the second half. That's when most of the penalties came, as Carroll went on to win by 10. It was 24-34. Carroll won that game over Charles Henderson. So they made the adjustments that night, or came out on top, however it was. But let's hope it's the Tigers making adjustments tonight. What was you fixing to say, Charles?
Keith was talking about the 2 young men that play for, Pell City and Ozark. Both of them do have good speed, and, that's big plays. Hearing 2 big plays is what really hurt us tonight.
You're right, and it's been all the touchdown plays by Carroll have been yardage plays. The last one, a 29-yard touchdown pass. They had a 28-yard touchdown run, and a 59-yard touchdown pass. But the last 2 possessions, the last 2 times that Carroll touched the football, they scored touchdowns, both on pass plays from Keyshawn Cole to Peyton Plott, number 1 to number 2. Those 2 plays combined covered 78 yards on those 2 plays, both touchdowns. So a lot to the Tigers to work on here at halftime, and hopefully they'll make some successful adjustments. That it will be the Tiger offense that opens the second half with the football. We'll step aside for another commercial break. We will be back with the second half kickoff. You're listening to Eufaula High School Tiger football.
In 1983, the first mobile phone was introduced to the public by the Motorola Company, and that was the same year Pam Freeman started her State Farm business. For 40 years, both have saved time and money. Whether it's auto, homeowners, condo renters, personal articles, business, life, or health, Pam Freeman State Farm has been there for you. Call Pam's office and let Kathy Bennett help you with all your quotes and needs. You won't find a more helpful staff anywhere. Come by and see them at 322 East Barber Street in Eufaula, or call 687-7034.
Barber County's original newspaper for local news is the Clayton Record. The Clayton Record is a Cherry Hill media publication that has been around for over 150 years, covering Barber County and the surrounding area. Online and print subscriptions are available starting as low as $2.99 per month. Call them today to sign up and never miss what's going on. Visit www.claytonrecord.com or call 334-775-3254. Covering the county from the county seat, the Clayton Record. Precision Body Works is a state-of-the-art collision facility dedicated to providing customers with outstanding service and a quality repair experience. We have been serving Eufaula and the surrounding areas for over 20 years and have earned a reputation as being a premier collision repair center. Precision Body Works uses environmentally friendly PPG water-based paint and also offers 24-hour record service as well as top-of-the-line accessories from such brands as Cam Locker, Ranch Hand, Retrax, Weston, and WeatherTech. We are located at 1210 North Eufaula Avenue, or call us at 334-687-4700. When it's football time, we at First Franklin Financial are big fans of our local teams, just like you. We've been part of the community for over 75 years, and when you need money for repairs or emergencies, we'll help you play offense. We offer fixed-rate loans up to $15,000 with easy payment plans and fast approvals. Visit 1ffc.com to find the location near you. Legal, all loan terms and applicable APRs depend on meeting our underwriting and income criteria for the loan size requested and may require collateral. Georgia Residential Mortgage License number 5656.
With the world changing all around us, everyone needs to be covered by insurance. So give Eric Glover with the Glover Agency a call and talk with Eric about auto, home, life, or last week's football game. Whatever your insurance needs, let Eric talk to you about being covered. The Glover Agency is located at 145 East Broad Street, Eufaula, Alabama. Call 334-687-0358.
Benny Whitehead Incorporated has called Eufaula home since 1965. Today, the family-owned business owns and operates 119 tractors and trailers and employs over 150 people. Benny Whitehead is nationally known as a leader in safety and keeping the air clean and fuel consumption low. Benny Whitehead Incorporated loves Eufaula and would like to wish Lakeside and Eufaula a safe and successful season.
The family at Impressive Collision Center has been in business since 1940.
That's impressive.
Your transportation is one of the largest investments you have, so keep it looking new at Impressive. From a major crash to a small dent, Impressive can help.
Now impressive.
They work closely with all insurance companies and give you a great price on your minor mishaps.
Wow, impressive.
And don't forget to check out all the accessories from install winches, brush guards, and bed covers.
Impressive. Give them a call. Impressive Collision Center, 317 South Eufaula Avenue, 334-687-4400.
Easy Metal Building Kits, pole barns, and metal roofing supplies. APEC Metal Express carries multiple kit sizes and colors with at-home DIY instruction. APEC Metal Express. Fast delivery, superior quality, excellent customer service.
Somebody cannot come to us, we go to them. It's something that we do on a regular basis, something we don't mind doing, and we work on a contingency basis.
No one has to pay us any money up front.
They do not have to pay us unless we collect for them, unless we are successful in resolving their case through a settlement or through trial.
They don't have to pay us any money unless we get favorable results for them. If you're hurt in a car wreck, call Penn and Seaborn. It won't cost you anything to see if we can help.
No representation is made that the quality of the legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by others.
Hey Tiger fans, Daniel Pulley here, your local Chick-fil-A Eufaula owner-operator. We are so excited to be the official sponsor of the weekly Eufaula Tiger Coaches Show for the 2022 football season. Join us for the live show at Chick-fil-A Eufaula every Thursday starting at 6 p.m. Our incredible team is ready to serve you. And don't forget, eat more chicken.
Back at Matthews Stadium in Ozark, where the Tigers lead 23-21. They have a 2-point lead here at halftime. We were looking back at what happened back when about 3 weeks ago when they hosted the Charles Henderson Trojans. Charles Henderson, of course, the defending runner-up in Class 5A. They lost to Ramsey in the state championship game last year. They came here and had 13 penalties in that ball game. They actually led 24-14 at halftime. Did Charles Henderson had a 21-0 lead at one point. The Tigers led by 16 here in the first half, 23-16. Looked like they were going to push that lead to 23 points, as they would have had it first and goal from the 10-yard line, but a penalty behind the play, a holding call that no one saw, including our coaches, put the Tigers behind the sticks. They ultimately punted on that possession. Tigers never could really pull away, as it was the Eagles scoring the last 14 points of the first half. We've beaten a dead horse. Of course, the Mid-South Bank kickoff is coming up. If you haven't commented Mid-South Bank on the Facebook feed or on the YouTube feed, remember to do so here before the kickoff, as it will. If the Tigers return the second half kickoff for a touchdown, you'll be entered into a drawing for $100 courtesy of Mid-South Bank. But Doug, we talked about it already. Don't want to beat a dead horse, but it's been second half defensive adjustments for the Tigers the last 2 weeks that's brought the Tigers. Well, it wasn't a victory 2 weeks ago at Pike Road, but the Tigers outscored Pike Road in the second half as a result of the adjustments they made. Last week they outscored. They won that second half by a score of 28-7 last week, and they'll need to do so tonight. They were +2 in the turnover department in the first half, as the Tigers were the recipients of 2 Carroll turnovers. But those turnovers, the Tigers, I think, only turned those turnovers into 3 points.
And as we watch their coaching staff just having a powwow out there with the head official, they break away now. And
he was just asking what he was going to bring to the barbecue on Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you what, this is important second half, because if you don't win this one and come out of here with a victory tonight, you go next week fighting for home field advantage in the playoffs. So big second half here for the Tigers.
So the Tigers, as we said, will receive the second half kickoff. Dothan, if you're listening to the game tonight, Dothan trails at the half to Central 21-7. Is Auburn trailing to Opelika 13-7 at halftime. Ball's on the tee. It'll be Slaughter and Steele standing back deep to receive the second half kickoff. Finally, the whistle blows it in play. Here's the approach. Kick is in there. It's end over end kicks coming towards Steele on the far sideline. He'll field at the 8-yard line. Going to be bringing it up the far hash mark. He gets hit, but breaks a tackle. He's still on his feet, but he's finally going to go down about the 25-yard line. Steele just very slippery, running hard on that kickoff. Just never could quite get free. But that's where the Tigers will take over. 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line of Eufaula, just underway here in the third quarter.
Tell you, it didn't seem like a 2-point first half. Seemed like the Tigers should be ahead a lot more than that. We're in a close ball game here. 1st and 10 from their 25-yard, Eufaula's 25-yard line.
Twin receivers to the left. Shotgun snap to Anderson. Anderson is going to be pressured. He pulls it down. He's going to look to throw. He's finally going to pull it down and run. He's going to dart out of bounds after a 3-yard gain at the 28-yard line. So positive play. Instead of throwing it incomplete or forcing it in there, he takes it ahead for 3 yards. 2nd down and 7. I don't think our coaches were very happy with the spot on that, just based on the comments we can hear. They're 2 booths down from us. There's a snap. Anderson takes it. He throws it. It's going to be complete. The block on the outside is going to go across the 40. It'll be a Tiger first down. The ball came out late. We'll see. Tigers have it. That play from the 28-yard line to the 43. That's a 15-yard gain on that pass play to Ali Quinn.
Timeout. Not sure. We got a player down.
It was Quinn.
Yeah, that time it looked like if the receiver would have broke it back inside or outside, he had a chance for some running room, but he kind of went right between the only 2 defenders out there.
Well, they say the shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line. That's what he tried to do, but I agree with you. If he had broke it to the outside, he probably avoided the congestion. He might have taken that down the sidelines. Quinn, an excellent athlete. We saw him had a big touchdown catch earlier this year against Headland in the 3rd week of the season. 1st and 10 Tigers at the 43. No, they mark it at the 44, so that's actually a 16-yard gain after all is said and done.
We got a different guy on the sideline over here this time.
Going to be a quick throw again. It's going to be Slaughter. Slaughter up the middle into plus territory into Eagle territory. He'll go down to the 48 or 47-yard line. We'll wait and see where they put it. It's going to be an 8-yard gain to the 47-yard line. 8-yard gain for the Tigers as they continue to move into Eagle territory. Just underway, just under 11 minutes to go. Eufaula leading by 2, 23-21. There's a snap. Going to hand it to Harris this time. Harris is going to lower his head. He's going to pick up his 1st down to the 45-yard line. Give him a gain of 2 on that play. But it's a 1st down for the Tigers. Their 2nd of this drive. Tigers going quickly. Just a really quick sugar huddle as they'll have Harris in the backfield with Anderson. Harris is going to move over to Anderson's right. He'll have 4 receivers to either side. Looks like a blitz coming from Carroll. Quick throw out to Slaughter. Slaughter catches it, lowers his head, gets what he can, gets out of bounds. It's going to be a short gain on the play. We'll see. Maybe 2, maybe 3 yards. We'll wait and see where they spot it. Snap the ball from the 45-yard line, give him 3 to the 42-yard line, just on the quick throw. But with the blitz coming from Carroll, it was a positive play for Eufaula, who does huddle in between plays here. 10:21 to go in the third quarter. 23-21 in favor of Eufaula. Anderson takes, looking to throw. He's going to be flush. He's going to throw it deep. He has a man there all alone. It's going to be a catch. It's going to be a touchdown for Zakai Steele. Great job by Brownie Anderson eluding a rush. He flushed to his left. He saw Steele standing all by himself about the 10-yard line. Credit to Anderson to not overthrow that ball. He threw it up and allowed Steele to make an easy catch. And Steele took it all the way into the end zone for the touchdown, 43 yards for the Tigers. And the Tigers go up by a score of 20-21. 29-21. 75-yard drive for the Tigers. Tigers line up. They're going to go for two here. They're going to roll to the right. Anderson's just going to take it. He's going to run it in for the two-point conversion. So the Tigers get the points back. They go up by 10, 31-21. Good job by Anderson, just keeping that one on the salt and pepper play and taking it in for the touchdown.
One run by Anderson on the drive for 3 yards. One run by Red Harris for 2 yards. The rest of it was through the air. 4 for 4. 15, 8, 3, and 43 yards through the air for the Tigers.
Tigers a 6-play, 75-yard drive. It only took a minute 51 seconds off the clock. I guess, Doug, if you had any criticism of this balanced Tiger offense, is they don't take a lot of time off the clock. They score quickly.
As long as they're scoring.
That's right.
Now, if the defense can get a stop, it would be big. It would be helpful, especially with that 2-point conversion to stretch it back out to a 10-point lead.
Hey, John Wayne, how's it look from field level?
So you guys called. They got a lot of guys playing both ways. Defensive back got cramps. That's why he fell out, and the man was all by himself. He had to sit there and get cramps rubbed out after the touchdown.
So we hope on this humid night, it's not terribly hot temperature-wise, but it's very humid.
Maybe that was the difference in going up and down those steps.
There's the kick. It's going to come down at the 16-yard line. It's going to be a return up the middle, breaking a couple of tackles. He's running hard. He breaks again, across the 30, finally down at the 33-yard line. That's definitely something for the coaches to work on at practice this week, as there were 3, 4, 5 missed tackles on that play.
Man, we just have trouble bringing down the hard runners. I tell you what, if you're a deer hunter and you're trapping those hogs, bring one out to practice next week. Let's try to bring it down because we need to work on it a little bit.
Let's grease it. 9:58 to go here in the third quarter. The Tigers another double-digit lead in this game as they lead by 10 from the 33-yard line of the Carroll Eagles. We'll see what the Tiger defense has done in the way of adjustments here after halftime. They've done a good job, as we said, the last 2 weeks. They have a 4-man front, 3 linebackers for the Tigers. They'll keep her by the quarterback, Cole, as he bellies. He's giving ground. He's going to be tackled, finally run out of bounds. He never does go to the ground, but he's going to run out of bounds after a short gain of 4, I believe, to the 36. No, about a 3-yard gain. We'll see. They're going to give him forward progress to the 37. 4 yards on that carry.
That was meant to be an option to that side, and I was just fixing to say, Person's coming out on the field, number 4. He had his hands on his hips coming out that time, and the quarterback just outran him around to that side, so he wasn't in position to have the ball pitched to him.
After they spot the ball, and all is said and done, that's closer to a 5-yard gain. Pistol formation for Carroll. 3 receivers. Now the back shifts over. Person shifts over to the left side of the quarterback. You're going to hand it off to Person at left guard. He's going to take it across the 40 to the 41-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and 2 after we'll call it a 5-yard gain on the previous play, a 3-yard gain there. So 3rd and 2. There's a play clock. Can't see the play clock on the far end on our left, the one to the right. Carroll, I know in the last play, took quite a bit of time. This time they'll have plenty of time as it's 23 seconds as they're set. Send the motion shifting out. Peyton Plott to the right, 3 receivers to the right side, wide side. They'll hand it off to Person. He'll hit the line. He'll take it ahead for first down to the 45-yard line. That's a gain of 4 on that play. And a Eagle first down. 9:09 to go here in the third quarter. Tigers with a 10-point lead, 31-21.
We need a turnover here.
Tigers +2 in the turnover department already tonight. It would be a big place for a turnover for Carroll as they're trying to answer the Eufaula touchdown. Eufaula came out with the football to start the third quarter and scored a touchdown on a beautiful 75-yard drive. Looking to throw the ball to Plott here on the near side. He cuts back inside. He is very elusive. He hits the sidelines. He's going to take it all the way once again. It's going to be a 55-yard touchdown. Just a elusive ball carrier as the Tigers unable. He dipped back inside, then went back outside. Tigers, I don't know that we got a hand on him. If we did, we barely touched him. I think that would have been a touchdown in flag football. $8:29 to go here in the third quarter of play. Tigers going to have to answer once again.
Well, same thing again. They just put him in motion. Same way Pale City did last week. And our defense is so slow to adjust that by the time they get it out there, he's got a step or two on the motion guy that's trying to cover him. He's too quick for that.
There's a kick. That kick
That ain't
looks
no
like
good.
it's wide right, but they called it. They called it good. And I heard coaches said, "What?" It looked wide right from where we
must have
sit.
barely snuck in there if it did.
But that's a 55-yard pass play. So, Doug, let's talk about this for a moment. The last 3 times that Carroll has touched the football, they've scored 21 points. A 59-yard pass to Plot, a 29-yard pass to Plot, and a 55-yard pass to Plot.
Got to make some more adjustments. They opened this game running it right at us and just wearing us out, running it right at us. And now they've done a good job of getting folks in space. And it's hurting us. And as I look, I see Mitchell coming off for us. He's hobbling an awful lot. I don't know if he's got a cramp, turned ankle, sore, hurt, something, but he's crossing midfield now, walking very gingerly. And he is our deep threat on offense.
So back deep for the Tigers is Slaughter and Steele. There's a kick end over end that's going to be fielded by Steele at the 2-yard line. Coming back to the near side, he's going to break back to the right. He's going to be tackled inside the 20, about the 15-yard line, maybe the 16. They'll say the 17-yard line. But
Their kicker's done a good job of corner kicking.
He has done a good job, and that's going to be about the worst starting field position of the night so far for Eufaula. 1st and 10, call it the 17-yard line. 8:21 to go here in the third quarter. Already had 2 touchdowns in 3 minutes and 39 seconds here in the third quarter. Both teams have scored in less than 4 minutes.
Harris is out there. Mitchell is not. Or wait, that may be Mitchell on the far side. It is.
It's gonna be a pass to Mitchell. He juggles it, and I think it's incomplete. It is incomplete. Be 2nd down and 10 yards to go. The announcer says he was tackled, but I believe I saw incomplete waved. It would have been a loss had he caught it because he was behind the line of scrimmage about the 15-yard line, and there was a lot of pursuit coming downhill to him.
Well, they sure broke on him in a hurry. Look for a fake out and go deep here in a few minutes.
Still, Tigers with 15 seconds on the play clock as they shift over. They're going to hand it off to Harris. No, quarterback Anderson keeps it around the right end. He goes around the end. He is hard on the far sideline. Couldn't see where he was as far as the sideline.
There's a flag late now. Of course, they're going to get us for coming to the aid of our quarterback is what they're going to do, but they hit him way out of bounds.
Sure looked like it.
And as soon as our guys went over there to help our quarterback, the flags came out. So Shorty got it out real quick. They're pointing at the head officials from that sideline. The guy that was over here earlier that couldn't get a spot right came out pointing at the Tigers.
Well, I'm speechless. I'm going to wait and see. Unsportsmanlike conduct, Eufaula. Unsportsmanlike conduct, Eufaula. 2 of them against Eufaula. Man, I tell you what, folks.
I would be embarrassed if I was from this community with every team that comes in here having trouble the way they do. From the
so what do they do? Half the distance?
You can only shoot unless one of them's dead ball, which I guess both of them would have been. Dead ball, you can get both penalties assessed against you.
I think he ejected Brown.
I thought.
No, let's just wait and see.
Okay.
Jarrell's upset that he just found out that it's 2 penalties.
I mean, only in Ozark can you get hit out of bounds and then get 2 personal foul penalties on your team. So we're up to 7 penalties now, folks. We were out to about the 24-yard line. Now we sit at the 8-yard line. So
they threw 4 out. Mitchell, our best receiver. That's what Jarrell's upset about.
Oh, boy. Folks, I'm just going to bite my tongue. It's not worth it.
I won't. I mean, it's a sad day when you call yourself an official and it's this bad. I'll be honest with you. When I did Dothan for several years, and I'll make some folks in Dothan mad, I did Dothan and Northview for several years. It was embarrassing doing the broadcast for Dothan, trying to look at the visiting teams in the eye with some of the calls they would get. You got to feel like if you're Carroll, I mean, is winning a region championship this way really worth it?
So those were dead ball penalties. Just 3rd and it's 20-some-odd yards.
With our best threat and defensive end on the sideline.
We're going to run the ball for a yard here. A little bit punting situation with Carroll looking to get good.
Of course, they talk jump getting up there, no flag.
They have 1 penalty for 5 yards on the night.
Oh, excuse me. I thought they said flag, but it wasn't.
This is really a situation where you need to be 2 or 3 touchdowns better than the team you're playing here at Matthews Stadium. And the thing about it, Doug, we've been down here many times over the years, maybe because they weren't that competitive. We haven't experienced this kind of disparity before.
Usually we come down and take care of business, and time they finish calling them back, we're still several ahead. But you know what? You know as well as I do, I got friends in Montgomery that ain't gonna like this. But if the head of the association and the head of the rules and just the head of media or head of whatever can't curb some of this, it's a sad day for high school football.
Well, it really is. I mean, I know it's hard to find guys that were willing to officiate these games. You couldn't pay me enough to be an official, but it is a sad thing that they show so much bias. It's obvious bias. I mean, I just invite you to watch it. In the past, when we were just doing radio, we would talk about it, and you just have to take our word for it unless you went and watched the film at the school. But here, it's just obvious. For the first time tonight, Carroll will take over on the plus side of midfield. They'll have it at the Tiger 48-yard line. It's incumbent on the Tiger defense at this point. It's a flare pass, actually a lateral to Plott, the backfield. He's going to go and run out of bounds after about an 8-yard gain over there to the 40-yard line, an 8-yard gain for Plott. We'll have to call that a rush because it was thrown backwards that time, a lateral. Who knows if the officials would have called it if it had been incomplete, but it was a backwards pass, but an 8-yard gain. He went out of bounds. That'll stop the clock with 7:03. We've already played a lot of football here in the third quarter, but only 4 minutes and 57 seconds have gone off the clock. As Eufaula led by 2 at halftime, they'd lead by 3 here, 31-28. Plott shifting out into the he'll be the middle receiver.
They didn't have enough folks on the line.
They're going to run it into the line. The Tiger's going to stop him and drive him back.
They only had 3 men on the line off the line of scrimmage, no flag.
It is no gain on that play. Good job by the Tiger defense, forcing a 3rd down and.
I don't know how he got back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, our coaches are yelling. They gave him the line of scrimmage. I can't believe it. It's 3rd and 3 as they gave him forward progress to the line. We have seen a yard or two forward or back, depending on who's running the ball. Forward if you're Carroll, back if you're Eufaula. We saw one, the worst one we saw tonight, spotted back on a fair catch, 6
Another
yards.
illegal formation. Well, he's backing up now. Sorry.
There's a snap. They're going to keep her by the quarterback. Cole's going to go around the end. He's going to pick up a 1st down. He's going to take it inside the 20 to the 15-yard line. That was just a good play by the Carroll on converting on a 26-yard run by the quarterback, Keyshawn Cole. He kept it. Tigers sold out to stop the running back person, and he took it ahead. The Tigers lead by 3. Carroll has only had one lead in this game, and that was 7-3. First and 10 from the 14. It's going to be a handoff to the running back person. He's running hard, but the Tigers are going to bring him down after a gain of 2 yards. So it'll be second down and 8 from the 12-yard line of Eufaula. Tiger defense needs to dig in and come up with a stop here. It's a second and 8. Carroll in no hurry here. 5:28 to go in the third quarter. Eufaula leads 31-28. Plot checks, goes out wide to the left. He's going to take the pass. Eufaula's going to be there. He actually drops the football. Of course, they're going to call it incomplete. It's close to a lateral, but they're going to call it incomplete. It'll bring up 3rd and 8. Now, Carroll has a pretty good field goal kicker. We've seen him look like he missed one of his extra points, but it would be a 29-yard field goal from here from the right hash mark if they throw incomplete on this pass. 3rd and 8 from the 12.
They're going to take a timeout.
With that timeout, we'll step aside, be back after this commercial break.
At Mid-South Bank, we pride ourselves on being the friendliest and most helpful bank in town. For over 100 years, we've been helping families prosper and helping businesses grow. Mid-South Bank is a local bank with local people making local decisions. We're a community bank who will always be there when you need us. Whatever banking services you need, we're here to help. Visit us today or online at bankmidsouth.com. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Of all the improvements you can make to your home, it could be the most important is not seen or heard, only felt. The ultra-quiet, energy-efficient Carrier Infinity Home Comfort System provides premium comfort with a whole home air purifier that gives you confidence you're breathing healthier air. It's an essential part of any healthy home.
We're back at Matthews Stadium in Ozark, Alabama. On a muggy evening, the Tigers lead by 3, 31-28. 3rd and 8 for Carroll from the 12-yard line of Eufaula. One back in the backfield with the quarterback, Cole. He'll take a waist-high snap, looking to throw. Going to throw it. It's going to be incomplete. Tigers had a guy there that jumped and went over his head, but it fell incomplete. So 4th and 8, Doug. Do you try the field goal from 29 yards to tie the ball game, or do you go for it on 4th and 8? They're running a kicker in, it appears. Let's see where they spot it. It looked like they were snapping it from the right hash mark. It should be on the hash mark. They're going to spot it about a yard or 2 inside the hash mark. So it will be a 29-yard field goal. They'll spot it down just inside the right hash mark on the 19-yard line. 5:03 to go here in the third quarter play. Once again, these uprights are very, very short, so it leaves some subjective opinions here. There's a kick. It's up. It looks to be good, and the officials confirm it is good. We have a tie game, 31 apiece. 31 apiece with 5 minutes exactly to go here in the third quarter.
Well, that's all to the defense. The way penalties and they were going down the field there, it did good to hold them to 3.
But Tigers have been outscored by 2 here in the second half, 10-8.
Let's go down to John Wayne on the sideline. John Wayne, was the observer from the state on our sideline or their sideline when all that happened over there with Browning and Mitchell?
I haven't seen him. He may be down at Burger King getting him some snacks or something. I hadn't seen the AHI guy that was here earlier. I don't know which side he was on. I haven't seen him.
Well, maybe he only worked for a half tonight and holiday weekend or something. I have no idea. They've done a good job of corner kicking all night over to the corner in front of their bench. And it's
Daniels.
Steele usually over there. We'll see tonight.
It's still Steele, I believe. Tigers looking to answer here. They'll be minus one of their main weapons, Antron Mitchell. From the 6-yard line, Zakai Steele coming to the near side. They're going to throw a block in the back.
It should have been a horse count. Where was it at? Shorty wants some more attention. Holding. Oh, my.
They called it block in the back. So that is penalty 2, 4, 6. Penalty number 8. It's going to cost the Tigers yardage back. They're going to start back inside the 10-yard line again.
He started marking off from the 14, so at worst it should be half the distance, but somehow it's going to wind up at the 6.
4:51 to go here in the third quarter.
Go figure.
Going to be a speed sweep around the end in the open field. It's going to be a foot race. Slaughter.
Oh, helmet to helmet.
Yeah, he was hit helmet to helmet. There's been one 5-yard penalty, and that happened early in the first quarter against Carroll. No more penalties against Carroll since then. There's 8 penalties against Eufaula. We'll total them up in a minute. It's going to take a Abacus
6 to the 41. 35.
35 yards on the pass play. Now Tiger first down. Coming off the goal line. Good play by the Tigers. Blitz from Carroll. They're going to hand it off to Harris. Harris is going to be I think he's going to lose a yard on that play. 45. 73 yards in penalties against the Tigers so far. Eight penalties for 73 yards. Second down 12. Anderson drops back, looking to throw. He's going to pull it down now. He doesn't have his favorite receiver out there. Anderson's going to pull it down and throw it late. It's going to be incomplete.
Shoved down late.
I think they're going to throw. Oh, they got it. That's got to be on Carroll. I mean, they shoved the Caviante Pugh down.
Well, Brownie got hit late too, but right in front of the bench. No flag there.
Let's see what we got. We got pass interference. Carroll, that's a big penalty because that was second down. It's going to be third down and 12. So that's a 15-yarder in favor of the Tigers. That's only the second penalty of the night against Carroll for 20 yards.
The Eufaula crowd is very appreciative of that second penalty.
First and 10, Eufaula. This drive began back at the 6-yard line. They have it now first and 10, the 45-yard line of the Carroll Eagles. 3:55 and counting here in the third. Anderson drops back. He's going to flush in the pocket. He's going to be sacked. This time he's going to go down for a loss of 3 back to the 48-yard line. Just you can tell, Doug, without Mitchell in there, without his safety net, just not sure where to go with the football. Or perhaps no one getting open.
Well, they're blitzing him. He hasn't got a lot of time to make a decision either.
So second down, 13 yards to go from the 48-yard line of Carroll. 3:22 and counting here in the third, tied at 31. And
did they throw a flag? Yes.
Yes, they did.
Right in front of the Eufaula bench was the only flag to come out.
So that is a break for the Tigers. That's two penalties on the last 3 plays against Carroll. So third penalty for 25 yards against the Carroll Eagles. Is second down and 8 now for Eufaula from the 43-yard line.
Watch for Pugh here in a minute. They doing a lot of talking between him and Anderson.
Anderson drops back. He's going to flush from the pocket. He's going to roll to his right. He's going to be hit. He's going to pass.
Going to
be grounding probably. I don't see a flag.
Anderson's got to calm down. He's just
I haven't seen a penalty flag.
Did he have a receiver?
I'm trying to see.
I'm sure.
So far, the ball looks like there's officials still standing there, but they haven't made a call. So that is an incomplete pass. That's a break. It's a break for the Tigers. It's going to be third down and 8.
Maybe he had a receiver I didn't see.
Good job by Anderson to get rid of it. There's a flag.
Oh, my goodness. He waited.
Now he just throws the flag.
There's a flag on
the coaches were telling him, just kept playing to him.
What a delayed reaction, folks, when they look back and said, oh, it's going to be 3rd and 8. We can't let that. They could possibly convert that. We'll see what they do.
Man.
Holy crap.
They're going to call a very, very delayed. Now they're going to throw a penalty on the Tigers here as Coach Jernigan's all the way out to the hash mark. That is the 9th penalty against the Tigers.
10th. You got 2 on this play.
Yep.
No, this.
Loss of down on the grounding. Then they're going to mark off the personal foul. Or unsportsmanlike, excuse me.
This is one of those situations, Doug, where if you're a fan, you know, sure would be nice to know who these dudes are.
Oh, we could probably get in trouble for posting it, but it'd be easy to find out.
I don't know if I've ever seen the coaches from the sideline tell the head official, kept telling them.
Well, it took a long
after
time.
we came up to the line, to run the play, he throws the flag.
So 3rd and 40 forever. So going to snap the ball from the 29-yard line. The first down would come at the 35-yard line of Carroll. So 36 yards to go. So it's going to be a sack. It's going to be a sack for Carroll. 5-yard loss on the play. We're still in the 3rd quarter with 2:32 to go here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, the 2 penalties and the sack now is going to give them field position out around midfield.
Oh, they're going to get the ball. They're going to get the ball.
We got inside the 34 for a first down, and we're back at the 23, snapping this one. About 46 yards on fourth and 40.
I don't know why the clock stopped. The clock should have been running. That was a sack. Kick by Anderson is away. Going to hit towards the sidelines. It's going to take a bounce. It's going to be fielded by Plott, who's going to take it up the far sidelines and out of bounds right around midfield, just short of midfield. At the 49-yard line, it looks like. I tell you what, Doug, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm so concerned about what I might say this last 14 minutes and 20 seconds of this game. I almost feel like if I was driving on my own and I wasn't riding with you guys, I might just put the headset down and walk away at this point because we've seen bad. We've seen really bad since 1994. This is about as bad as I've ever seen.
Maybe we could get some action if we put Keith down on the sideline and brought John Wayne up here for the 4th quarter.
You know, we're going to go down to John Wayne here in a minute. They're going to hand it off. They hand it off to a person who's going to have 6 yards. You know, it's really gut check time for the Eufaula Tigers.
Well, after everything that's said and done,
it's still a tied
folks out of the game. We're still a tied football game. So, bow up, make something happen.
It was really a gut check situation for the Tigers. 2nd down, a long 4, almost 5. They bring Plott out wide to the right. 140 and counting here. They're going to hand it off to Person. He's going to hit the line. He's going to have his first down as he dives inside the 40 to the 39. Back-to-back 6-yard gains for the senior running back, Lakeith Person. Doug, we've seen this. They kind of lull the Tigers asleep with those handoffs up the middle. They haven't gotten the ball to fly quite some time. The last, I know, 3 of the last few times Slot has touched the ball, he's taken it for a touchdown.
Yeah, and they're using all the play clock here tied in the third quarter.
I'm telling you, that's okay with me. The Tigers shorthanded with Mitchell out. They throw a flare pass to Plott. Tigers going to do a good job of wrestling to the ground this time, and they hold it for only a 2-yard gain. Tigers going to have to rally to the football. Actually, they're going to hold it to a 1-yard gain, surprisingly. 2nd down and 9. Under 30 seconds to go here in the third quarter, a tie game, 31-all. Cole, the senior quarterback, calling for the snap. He'll take it. He'll hand it to Person up the middle with some running room that he had in the first half on the first drive. Cole's going to take it ahead for a first down to the 25-yard line.
And that'll be the last play of the first quarter. When they set the change, they should set it back into motion. And Carroll is calling it. So from the Brown Heat and Air Conditioning broadcast booth, we'll take a timeout. Be back after this commercial break.
In sports, every point counts. And at Alpha Insurance, we know when it comes to your budget, every dollar counts. That's why we work to get you the lowest rates and best discounts available. Plus, every Alpha policy comes with personal service from our hometown team. Call Alpha to start saving today. In Eufaula, call Alpha agent Keith Bryan at 334-687-8268 or stop by our office at 1326A South Eufaula Avenue.
Back at the stadium where Coach Jenkins called him up. John Wayne's down there with him. John Wayne, tell us what we got. Is it gut check time?
Yeah, it's gut check time for the Tigers. Coach took responsibility for that penalty that he got. He said it's time for them. It's gut check time for the Tigers. I tell you what, Dove, it's gut check time for your sideline reporter. It's hard to stand here and watch what's going on. And to be honest with you, I'm looking around. It's obvious that your state official left at halftime because he's nowhere to be found right now.
Yeah, you think somebody in stripes down there realizes that? Because it's been worse. It was 5 penalties for 45 yards in the first half against the Tigers. Already 6 penalties here in the second half.
Yeah, it's obvious that your state official left at halftime. He must have sent him a text and told him he was leaving.
Well, maybe that's what the discussion was about with the coach from Carroll and the head official before the kickoff, giving them a heads up or something. I don't know. We've seen bad before, and this is right there with it. And it's a shame that it's in such an important game.
So it's 1st and 10 from the 26-yard line. It's been on the ground so far on this possession for Carroll. 12 minutes ago, we're all tied up. Tigers led 23-7 at one point. Carroll has outscored the Tigers. 28-7 they led. It's been 24-8. Carroll's outscored the Tigers since then. That handoff picks up 2 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 8. You know, we do have a few people down here in Ozark that we know.
Yeah, but he's sitting at home with a Achilles tendon.
Possibly watching us, listening to Carroll's radio. I guess they still have radio down here.
Channel 4 was carrying it.
Going to hand off. Tigers going to tackle him for a loss back to the original line of scrimmage. 2-yard loss on that play. It's going to be a 3rd down and 10.
In his defense, they ain't got nothing to do with this. I mean, you know.
Oh, no. We're not even calling names. So.
It's just a strange. You know, we used to see this in Valley, Troy, and always been Ozark. And it's a small.
Valley and Dothan, always Dothan.
Well, Dothan too, but Troy used to have a hometown officiating association years ago too, and it was awful hard to go win a big game at somebody's place.
3rd and 10, still tied at 31 here in the fourth quarter. There's a snap.
Hold on the outside.
They're not going to call holding. He's going to throw a pass instead of a man in the end zone. It's going to be intercepted. Ben Jackson on the deflection. It'll be Tiger football. No flags on the play.
Well, wait a minute. It ain't been long enough yet. They'll throw.
Nah, the coaches hadn't got to him yet.
10:23 to go in the fourth quarter. The Tigers dodge a bullet on that one. They'll have it 1st and 10 from the Tiger 20-yard line.
Well, hopefully that'll put some spark in the Eufaula sideline with that hole there. Still tied ball game. Let's see what they can have to do here. You know, Ozark's just selling out on the run now with Mitchell out of the game. See, Red's hurt. Tigers have really got to find something here.
From the 20-yard line, Anderson takes. Looking to throw. He's going to throw it out of the backfield. Harris with the ball. He's going to take it out of bounds. Good enough for a Tiger first down across the 30 to the 32-yard line. 12 yards on that play. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Tigers. They're going to spot him on 33 to 13 yards. Just a quick pass to the back, out of the backfield. And the Tigers with a first down.
They jump.
No flag.
Oh, they did not throw a flag? My goodness.
Anderson changing the play. He still has 10 seconds on the play clock. Going to have to hurry now. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Snap it with 2. Handoff to Harris up the middle. Harris lowers his head. He's going to take it over the 40 out to the 42-yard line. 9 yards on that play by the senior, Red Harris. Big drive now for the Tigers. If the Tigers could take it and go back up by a touchdown here, Doug, after all that's happened in this game, this would be huge. 2nd and 1 from the 42-yard line. 9:45, the clock rolling here in the fourth quarter. Tie game at 31. Delayed count again. The Tigers running clock here. 8, 7, 6. They snap it with 5. Hand off to Harris. Harris breaks the line of scrimmage. He'll have 3 yards to the 46-yard line. They said
a flag. I didn't see it when I looked down. Was it late?
I didn't see a flag either. It had to be a late flag. Going to call unsportsmanlike conduct on Eufaula again. That's a 15-yard penalty.
I tell you what, I can tell you this. If we pass a little shorty out there going home and he's broke downside the road, I'm going to tell him he should have took that extended warranty they called him about. I ain't fooling with him.
Got the first down, so
well, I don't know.
Here in the play. Well, it depends if it's dead ball or not. It could be 1st and 25, or it could be. Where in the world are they going? That's a long mark off.
He was out at it was at the 45. It should be at the 30 because he ran to.
If it's a dead ball, it should be a first down.
We got the first down.
We're going to have to burn a timeout just to get the officials to learn the proper rules. Apparently, our coaching staff up here a couple of doors down is having a fit.
Yeah, it should be first down. We picked. So actually, if they did it correctly, they'd move the chains out to the 45-yard line. It would be first down, and our first down would come at their 45-yard line if they did it absolutely correct.
Well, they pull the yard marker down where we can't even see it now. So, has he got first? He's got 1st and 10.
So that's that's a break.
Well, we lost a bunch of yardage, but we kept 1st and 10, which I think is a mistake on his part.
9:27 to go here. Quick pass out of the outside. It's going to be Ali Quinn taking it out of bounds across the 40. You know, he's going to have a first down. He should.
Just remember to
that is a first down.
Just remember to put that penalty down.
I did. I did.
304 yards passing now for Anderson and the Eufaula offense.
300 yards. Anderson over 300 yards.
Again.
First and 10 Tigers from the 43-yard line. Going to take the pass, going to throw it again. Just a quick pass to the outside. They're going to do a good job that time of holding the Tigers to a short gain on the play. The gain, we'll see where they spot it down about, we'll call it a gain of 2.
I'm going to tell you what, whatever we do, we need to start doing it in front of our bench instead of in front of theirs, because we ain't going to have any good outcome, anything happening over there in front of their bench.
Second down at 8. 8:50 and counting. 20 seconds on the play clock as the Tigers come to the line of scrimmage. Tigers been content to run clock on this possession. The Tigers has Slaughter out here. They're going to throw it to Slaughter on a slant route. Slaughter turning up. He's going to have a touchdown. Got a flag. Slaughter all the way. 55 yards. Aurelia Slaughter for the Tiger touchdown. 8:25 to go here in the fourth. The Tigers are going back up by 6, 37-31. 80-yard Tiger drive following the interception by Ben Jackson in the end zone.
361 yards unofficially through the air for the Tigers.
5 plays for the Tigers on that possession. We'll have to add up the yardage because they should have 80 plus the penalty. Should have had 95 yards on the drive.
Here's the big play. We're going to shift over and kick the extra point, but Coleman wasn't out there. Slaughter had to go out there. Coleman was trying to run on late. There's a huge size difference to block this right side.
But good job by Anderson and a quick kick by Cooper Wingate for the R.W. Wingate point after touchdown. And from the Brown Hegan Air press box here, studio here at Matthews Stadium with 8:25 to go in the contest, Eufaula leads 38-31. What a gut check, Doug.
Let's go down to John Wayne Robinson and find out what's got the Tigers turned around. John Wayne, take it away.
Slaughter did all that on his own, Coach. Hit him with a good pass, and he took care of business on his own.
It was a great job. I see several Tigers coming off awful, taking a breath and winded, but that defense now needs to get out there. They've got to go against, about 15 folks on offense to try to keep Carroll out of the end zone.
38-31, though, the Tigers lead. They led 23-21 at halftime. They've outscored the Eagles 15-10 here in the second half so far. Good job so far for the Tiger defense with 8 minutes and 25 seconds to go here in the game.
I missed the call. I don't know if he's kicking it deep or not. Nope.
Going to kick it. It's going to be fielded at the 20-yard line. It's going to be
4.
a good solo tackle by
number 2
Slaughter. That is going to be a Torian Slaughter, the 10th grade running back, who did a good job solo stop. And Doug, I'm going to tell you, I don't know that he does that in the first half. I believe that Lakeith Pearson may be a little tired at this point.
Well, did you see when he got up, he was pushing some of the Tigers, and the head official sort of grabbed him by the shoulder.
Can't celebrate with your own teams anymore, I guess.
Now I'm talking about number 4 for Ozark.
Oh. 8 minutes and 18 seconds in the fourth quarter. The Tigers lead 38-31. It's a wonder. They started the play clock. It went to 24, and they realized Carroll wasn't out there, so they held it. Now it starts back running, 21, as surely don't give them threat to be in trouble for a delay of game. They held that a good 4 or 5 seconds at least. As it's under 10 seconds now, and they're just lining up.
From the 22-yard line of Carroll.
3-2.
Looking to throw. Quarterback Cole going to flex in the pocket. Holding down there. They don't call it. He's running all over the place. The Tigers finally tackle him for a 2-yard loss back to the 20-yard line. They've not called holding on them all night.
Brings up 2nd and 12 now. 7:52 the clock rolling. Carroll deep in their own territory at their own 20-yard line. I think I'm going to take the binoculars and watch the officials while y'all watch where the ball goes.
108 yards of penalties so far against the Tigers. 108 yards on 11 penalties. Pass play. They're going to throw the tunnel screen this time, giving lots and lots and lots and lots of ground in the back. And they're going to tackle him inside the 10. It's Peyton Plott. Didn't work that time, young man, as you gave ground and lost huge yardage inside the 10-yard line. Let's see where they spot it down. They're going to spot it forward, but it's still going to be at the 7-yard line. It'll be third down. The first down will come at the 32. Just no penalty flags. The Tigers will have a shot at stopping the Eagles here on third and extremely long. That play.
Minus 15. 22 to the. What's going on?
Clock continues to run here. Under 7 minutes, 6:49 to go. 3 receivers to the near side here, which is the wide side of the field.
Watch number 2.
They're looking to throw. Cole's going to pull it down. He's going to throw it late. Has a couple of receivers out there. It's going to be they're going to throw a pass interference penalty. You knew it was coming. Everybody knew it was. Everybody on this side of the field wearing red and white knew it was coming.
Well, that's from the line of scrimmage, though.
So it's a 15-yard penalty. Is an automatic first down. Play is the clock is stopped with 6:34 to go.
Why is he marking it off from the 9? I thought.
No, it was about that's 15 yards.
All right. 22, there he goes.
So it's not an automatic first down. So it'll be third down all over. But now 123 yards of penalties against the Tigers. 12 for 123 yards. 3 penalties for 25 yards against Carroll.
Well, hold on just a minute, because if they don't catch it, it's going to be another one here in just a second. Goodness gracious. Fine number 2. If I'm Carroll, I send him straight down the field and live on the penalty.
Tigers playing without a safety here. Nobody deep for Eufaula. They're going to run it deep.
97 is being undressed out there.
And Cole runs for a first down. He'll take it out of bounds at the 46-yard line. 6:22. It was a 10-yard run by Cole. They're not going to call holding on Carroll. You can bet on that.
$6:22 to go in the fourth quarter. Tigers lead by 7, 38-31. Carroll with a fresh set of downs.
Going to hand it off this time. Person on it. He takes it across the 40 to the 43-yard line. That's going to be a gain of 7 on that play. Didn't look like 7, but it ended up being, well, we'll see. Maybe not.
Puts him over 100 at 102 tonight now on 18 carries.
Yeah, it is a 7-yard gain on that play. 6 minutes. And the clock rolling. Under 6 minutes now to go. Tigers lead 38-31. Carroll acts like they're in no hurry here, but they are behind by a touchdown in this game. $13 penalties in the game against Charles Tennyson earlier this year. 12 penalties so far against Eufaula in this game.
Play clock was down to 0.
They call a timeout, I'm assuming?
Yeah. Keep it right here and go down to John Wayne. John Wayne, what are you seeing on the sideline for our sideline report?
Well, guys, we're going to probably have to order some defensive lineman jerseys to go play in Troy next week, because I don't know if any of the jerseys are going to be left on our D-line. They're stretching them, holes tearing in them. I mean, I've never seen anything like this and been able to stand and keep my mouth shut.
Well, John Wayne, is it me or is it, I mean, they're really getting their hands on the outside and just keeping the Tigers from turning to make a play. Down there,
I want to holler, but I'm afraid they may put me on the bus.
We got you bail money, John Wayne. You're good.
Central Phoenix City defeats Dothan 48-14. And here it's second down and 3 from the 43-yard line of Carroll. 5:32 to go here. 38-31. Eufaula leads in this one somehow. They led 23-21 at halftime.
They're asking for it.
Carroll going to run the reverse. It's going to be.
Oh my gosh!
Oh my goodness! We missed a tackle. Plot into the secondary. Good job by the Tigers of.
I know.
It's going to be a first down for Carroll, all the way down to the 35-yard line of Eufaula.
We had a guy in the backfield that had a chance to make the tackle. And the
25-yard run.
Pushed him in the back.
Yeah, I thought it was. Lacaviante Pugh. They blocked him in the back, threw him off stride. 5:11, the clock rolling here. First and 10, Carroll from the 35-yard line. The last drive was turned away with a Ben Jackson interception in the end zone. Carroll takes. There's a whistle stopping the play.
Well, I'm going to tell you, the last play, we were not lined up off sides, but their coaching staff was begging for our defensive end to be called for lined up off sides. They call is that a false start?
Whatever. They're backing up. That's only the fourth penalty of the night against Carroll. 4 penalties against Carroll for 30 yards. 12 penalties against Eufaula for 123 yards. Either way you slice that, Doug, that's 93 yards difference in field position on penalties. Not to mention it called back a 32-yard play for Eufaula earlier.
Goodness.
Holding around the end. There's a flag. Flags. 2 flags because it happened on the Eufaula side right out here in front of God.
Yeah, but he just picked up the head official picked up his flag and threw it about 4 yards deeper past the line of scrimmage. That was in the backfield, and where he's got the flag is 2 or 3 yards past.
He actually realized, Doug, that they called a penalty on the previous play, and that was going to put them way behind the down markers.
Well, holding this year, remember, is supposed to be from the line of scrimmage.
Not if it's past the line of scrimmage. Then it's going to be from the spot. And he threw it up past the line of scrimmage. It's only going to make a couple of yards difference.
It'll still be first down, so.
It is going to go against Carroll.
We need a turnover.
We hate to be bitter about it, folks, but for 3.5 quarters, it's been how many against us?
12.
12. Well, it's been on big plays, too.
Yes.
Every time we have a big play.
We had a 32-yard play call back that would have given us first and goal from the 10. Tigers did not score on that possession in the first half when it would have made it 30-7 at that point.
Guys,
penalty in the critical moment.
See it, but a lot of people are saying they're watching it, talking about how bad the refs are.
It is first and 25.
They can see it for themselves, that's for sure. Thank goodness. Got it.
Got him. Put him down. Who had it? It looks like Carroll. It looks like Carroll covered it at their 46-yard line. That would be a loss of 4 on that play, but a good push by the Eufaula defense to force the fumble from the Carroll quarterback, losing 4 yards. It'll be second down now. First down would come down at the Eufaula 25-yard line, so it's going to be second down and 29. Under 4 minutes to go, 3:45 and counting. As long as the Tigers don't have a penalty here.
Watch for them to go deep and try to get a interference or try to connect deep here in a moment.
Need to put that pass rush from the Tiger defense. Cole throws a pass. It's going to be complete. And the Tigers tackle him out of bounds. That stops the clock at the 42-yard line. That play picks up 12 yards and out of bounds. It makes the third down a little more manageable. It'll be third down and 17 yards to go. 4 down territory for Carroll. 3:28 to go here on the clock. 3:28 to go in the contest. Eufaula leads 38-31.
Took a long time for the play clock to start that time. Band down there giving it everything they have, trying to help the Tigers out.
Empty backfield. Quarterback Cole calls for the snap, looking to throw. Tigers are going to be pressuring late, and it's going to be another flag, and we knocked the receiver down that time. They ran together. It could have been incidental, but it'll be the 13th penalty. 13th penalty against Eufaula. That'll make it third down and 2. For the second time on this drive, a pass interference penalty on 3rd and long. Hey, it was third down and about 20 It's 5 when they called it earlier.
So 3 of theirs were 5-yard penalties. I don't know. It don't even get no good to keep
It's going to be
up with
3rd and 2.
Maybe
It'll
they'll
be
throw
3rd
an
and 2.
interception. They'll run it here. They
Still
go for it on 4th down.
Still
They're gonna watch
3:21
number
to
2.
go. Still 3:21 to go. They have it 3rd and 2 from the 27. Handoff up the middle. Person, the ball came down. The Tigers have it.
Wait, let's see if they may say it was down or something. We'll see. No signal yet. Tigers are walking.
They're like, what can we do?
They haven't yet. Give it to them, are they?
They haven't even signaled yet.
They're marking a spot. Oh, the head officials up there now. We're screwed. Oh, that was clean. That was clean, folks. Come on.
They're going to give the ball to Carroll. Wait. Our offense was already, is our defense coming back. The offense was already on the field. That's almost like Hardaway 1986.
Well, Ron Ingram will write another book, I guess, about it.
3:07 on the clock. It'll be 1st and 10 for Carroll.
I didn't think we could see worse in Hueytown a few years ago, but we have.
You know, the bad thing about it is nothing ever gets done about this. It continues.
Our coaches down there had the privilege of backing it up and looking. They said it's definitely a fumble.
Cole going to be tackled in the backfield for a loss. LeCaviante Pugh, 2:42 and counting here. He's tackled back at the 20-yard line. That play loses about 4 yards.
No, they used one timeout, but they still show 3.
2:25. This possession will tell the tale. Second, 14 yards to go after the 4-yard loss. Person in the backfield with the quarterback. He's going to be almost sacked. They're going to throw a holding penalty, I believe.
Well, our left defensive end was held bad, and it was right in front of the official, but I'm surprised he threw it. It's the least he could do after giving him the fumble.
Holding is the call. Color.
The crowd goes wild.
Color me shocked. That'll be from the 20-yard line. That'll be back to the 30. First down would come at the 7. That would have been, that play stood, it would have been 1st and goal from about the 2-yard line as Cole scrambled away from the defense and turned it up the sidelines. It'll be 2nd down now. 2nd down and 23 yards to go with 2:05 to go in the game. Eufaula leads by 7, 38-31. Oh, Jaquavius Moss is checking out of the game.
Well, we got a 3-man front.
Do we have 11 on the field?
Yes.
Tigers they're gonna throw a pass. It's gonna be tackled immediately. It was complete to Plot about the 23-yard line. That'll make it 3rd down. One that keeps the clock in motion after that short gain of about 7. Under 2 minutes to go. 1:45. The clock rolling here as the Tigers continue to shift men in and out. 3rd down. 16, 17 yards to go. Tigers clinging to a 7-point lead here. 132.
They call timeout.
That's their 2nd timeout.
Should be.
He just motioned that we took the timeout.
Well, maybe we did. We're scrambling with personnel in and out. So,
well, it shows we have one. Did we? Is that our?
No, they taken one. You remember? They took a timeout. Never got credited with it.
Let's go down to John Wayne and get a sideline report. Benefield Heating and Air sideline report. John Wayne, what do you got?
I mean, they know what's on the line, and they're giving it all they got. You know, I've been around football for over 40 years, and this is one of the top 3. I've never seen anything like this. I mean, I'm speechless. I don't know what to say, but all I know is these young men right here are battling for a win. Like I think this was exactly last week when I said, let's just get this minute 32 off here. We'll get on the bus this time and go.
Thank you, John Wayne.
Back to the Brown Heating and Air Conditioning broadcast booth. We appreciate the update from John Wayne.
13 penalties against Eufaula, the same number of penalties as against Charles Henderson when they came here. 5 of those penalties, 15-yard penalties. Actually 7 of them were, but 2 of them were half the distance. 7 15-yard penalties against the Tigers tonight.
Only a 3-man rush, and they got number 2 and number 4 and number 5 all to the left.
Cole looking to throw. He's going to throw it late. He has a man out there. Good job by the Tiger defense breaking it up. He had it in his hands, but as it turns out, it's incomplete. He comes to the foul down. 4th down, 17 to go. 1:22 on the clock. Tiger defense needs one play, Doug, with no penalties. One play.
They better have the ball boy and the offense ready to get out there and snap the ball quick before they change their mind if they don't get it. I've seen some awful late. They take a timeout and they'll talk about it. We really, if they throw it, you almost want to get some pressure on them here too, because if they throw it, I just can't see a flag not coming out some way, shape, or form, no matter what happens. 1:22 left in the 4th, 38-31.
Okay. No timeout. No timeout.
Well, they've changed it now. They put 2 up for the Tigers and 1 for the Eagles. 0 timeouts for the Eagles, so they corrected it.
So 13 penalties for 138 yards.
Timely penalties.
Yeah.
I think when Coach Jernigan got the team together there at the start of the 4th quarter and had his little pep talk, I think that's inspired the guys.
We need to go back to the broadcast and film the delay on the late flag that came so late on intentional grounding. Either call it or you don't. You don't wait that long. Among some others, and just make us a little highlight film this week of the officials. Goodness.
4th down, 17 yards to go. From the 23-yard line, 24-yard line. Cole looking to throw. He's going to flush in the pocket. Tigers are pursuing him deep in the backfield. He's going to throw it from his own. He caught it for a touchdown. Oh, my goodness. With 1:06 to go in the 4th quarter, somehow or another, their receiver came down with the football. We had height. We had defenders there. Somehow or another, from 24 yards out. Actually, he threw that from outside the 40-yard line. My goodness. 4th down. 17 yards to go. Tigers have played almost the entire second half without their primary receiver, Antron Mitchell, we didn't even talk about that earlier.
It's blocked! It's blocked! Extra point is blocked! Extra point is blocked! 38, 37, 106 to go in the game! 106, no penalty flags on the field!
Oh, what a poetic justice way for it to happen. There's really nothing they could throw or call there. As the head official walked up and was talking to the line judge, but nothing they could do in that situation. That's just a break for the Tigers. But it's not over. Carroll will come back and try an onside kick here.
Well, the fact that they corrected it and put 0 timeouts, we recover an onside kick. Somehow, I don't know, against all odds, we'll get out of here with a 1-point win and first place more than likely. If the Tigers don't stub their toe.
Yeah, it would have to be
twice.
Either.
We'd have to lose
Carroll.
twice.
Yeah.
Look, I've been watching them all night on the
It's
kickoffs.
definitely a playoff spot.
Yeah. I've been watching them all night on the kickoffs, and I want y'all to watch. It's right here with us. We'll see how far offsides they will be.
All right, John Wayne, real quick. I saw you looking up here. You got something for us?
Yeah, I don't know who got their hand on the ball, but that was huge momentum for the Tigers. I want to tell you, Mr. Mitchell, me and Mr. Mitchell had a talk a while ago, and I told him He's in control of what he can control. Don't worry about this. You got a lot of football left to play. He's the lead cheerleader down here for the Tigers right now, getting the crowd into it. That young man is a Tiger.
All right, we'll see. Charles is right on the line of scrimmage, folks. You can see it for yourself. They've been off several times tonight. We sure don't want them to be offsides here, but I'm sure they probably will take a shot at it.
106 to go.
There was a late whistle. This official's blowing it dead. They don't have any time.
Tigers call a timeout. We have 2 left. The good time to use it when they're lined up already. Try to get our guys aligned the way they want them to be. The hands team definitely out there. We'll have to. I'm looking forward to talking to Coach Jernigan on the post game. Find out who blocked that extra point.
Well, they've got 2 officials out there kind of shaking their heads way back deep. They're going to break up now. It was funny, Keith. They were sitting there shaking their head like, how did that happen? But they did everything they could. I can tell you that. So up to this point.
Well, I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to step back and say Carroll has a good football team. They've got a good football team. They've got some playmakers. But they've had an awful lot of help tonight, too.
We're a couple of touchdowns at least better than them on a straight-up call game.
No doubt. Came up with a play at the end on 4th down. There's the onside kick.
Good job. The Tigers are covering. Ben Jackson on the recovery.
The Tigers are going to get out of here with 1:03 left. Now,
there's and he actually stuck his nose right into a bunch of them and went forward to get that. The head official comes out. They tossed him the flag. Apparently, how did he throw? Somebody gave him was it a flag or the ball? It might have been the ball. I'm sorry. I don't know why he's talking to the Eufaula folks, but mentioned something. All the Tigers have to do here is take 2 knees. 40 seconds. Well, it's a 25-second play clock on 1st down. Change of possession. Then it'll be a 40. So all we got to do is just victory formation a couple of times. There's one of them.
1 minute.
All right,
they haven't started the play clock yet.
Well, it just says start 39.
But Doug,
one more.
No Anton Mitchell in the second half.
Folks, I'm going to tell you something. I know if you tuned in late, we saw our numbers going through the roof here late. Just go back and watch. Just give us the benefit of the doubt and go back and judge for yourself. It was terrible, and the Tigers somehow found a way to win this ball game.
Gut check for the Tigers. 13 penalties for 138 yards against the Tigers. The Tigers come out victorious. They'll go to 5-2 on the season. They'll go on the road next week to Troy to take on the Charles Henderson Trojans. The Tigers will be in first place alone in region number 2.
And it'll still be scrappy because Charles Henderson is one of those, they've got the loss to Carroll. So now with this loss, they need somebody else to bump Carroll again, too, or they'll be on the road. Huge home field advantage type situation. So,
well, the thing about Carroll is they only have 1 home game remaining, and that's against Valley. They're on the road at Headland, they're on the road at Greenville, and they're on the road at St. James. So only 1 more home game for the Carroll Eagles to enjoy this home field advantage. But looking forward to talking to Coach Jernigan.
And Greenville really surprised me how they turned around last week and have been getting better, so they could make some noise. They were at Headland tonight as Headland had homecoming. So another good battle. I'm going to tell you what, you know what? I'm just glad the Tigers got away with a victory here tonight because that would have been a hard pill to swallow.
I said it earlier. The people that tuned in late didn't hear it. I said, with 2 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter, and I'm glad I didn't leave. But I said, with the way things were going, I was concerned about what I might say the rest of the way it was going. 13 penalties, 138 yards. Folks, they ejected. They hit our quarterback out of bounds on the far sideline. No flag on them. They called an unsportsmanlike conduct on the quarterback who jumped up. Then they called an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty on Antron Mitchell and ejected Antron early in the 3rd quarter. And we went the whole second half without the senior leading wide receiver for the Tigers, but somehow the Tigers never trailed after the 7-3. After the Tigers took the lead at 10-7, they never trailed in this football game. So kudos to the Tigers for growing up a lot tonight, overcoming a lot of adversity, and coming out victorious. John Wayne, we'll let you say a few things as you try to track down Coach Jernigan.
See him over here talking to Tron Mitchell right now. I'm gonna let him get through talking, and then we'll catch up with him. I'm gonna give him the headset and let y'all speak with him. He's coming this way. He's coming this way.
Thank you. I've been a friend here since school. We went to Eufaula High School. I've been in the team. I appreciate that. Thanks for the support. Yes, sir.
Congratulations, Coach. Coach, I've been around this for 40 years, and that ranks in the top three when my jaw followed over. But Tigers found a way without their best receiver to win a football game, Coach. I'm going to give you the headset and let you talk to him. But one thing I did say about Mr. Mitchell, when he was out of the game, he sold for a minute, but he became the biggest cheerleader for the Tigers with these fans. And the kid's got a lot of heart. And I'm going to let you talk to the guys now.
Coach Jernigan.
How's it going?
Hey, congratulations. You are a better man than me. You're a better man than me.
Thank you.
You handled this with class, and I congratulate you. And what a gut check for the team. Faced all kinds of adversity here in the last half, and somehow, some way, found a way to win. Got to ask you, do y'all know who brought the point after touchdown?
I don't know that right now, but I know all week in practice we've been saying that their kicker, the ball come off the tee really low, and we got a chance to block it if we time it up. And I mean, what better way to end the game like that with a block extra point?
I remember a game at San Jose Fillmore when you were a quarterback that same thing happened to win in overtime. What an exciting way to win a game, Coach. We got a lot to talk about next Thursday night about this one, but 3-0 in region play, 5-2 on the season, in the driver's seat at first place in region play. Congratulations.
Yes, sir, I appreciate it.
Coach, there at the start of the fourth quarter, you got the team together and you had your little pep talk, and I hadn't seen you jumping up and down like that since you was 10 years old.
Yeah, basically I got them together and told them let me worry about the refs and y'all just keep playing. Keep playing, you keep fighting, and good things going to come out. And at the end right there, that show right there. But these boys play hard. They didn't quit. We was down a player, one of our best players, if not arguably the best player in 5A right now. But they found a way. Really Slaughter really stepped up. We had to move him from slot receiver out to Z. And that's one thing about him I keep talking about and I keep telling people. He's so football savvy and football smart. He know the whole offense. He know all the receiver positions out there, and it showed tonight.
And he scored the game-winning touchdown. And, of course, the game-winning point, Cooper Wingate continues to do a great job on the point after touchdowns. But, Coach, you know, we trail 7-3. But after we took the 10-7 lead, we never trailed again. So congratulations, keeping the composure and stemming the tide. They had a lot of momentum several times in this game, but they never went back ahead. So congratulations to you and all the Tigers for pulling out a tough one here.
Coach, let me run one thing by you. We may get called to the office this week for some of the things we said, but I'm proud of y'all. There's at least 3 old Tigers up here in the press box and one down on the field that are proud of the way that team represented Eufaula tonight.
Yes, sir. I really appreciate it. Hey, I want to thank all the fans for coming out and support. We had a great crowd. I want to thank y'all for doing what you do, and I want to thank everybody that's backing Eufaula football. Like I keep saying, one team, one town, one tradition. And it showed tonight. We all came together as one team and one town and one tradition, and it showed, and we came out with a W tonight. So I just want to thank everybody for coming out, and go Tigers.
Go Tigers. Coach, we appreciate it. Go congratulate this one. Go celebrate with your boys. Charles, what a game. What a game.
I want to the score, but they cut the scoreboard off.
Yep. You know, this was long yards. I'm just telling you. Sometimes trying to eject things were going like they were. I didn't have a lot of hope at that point. But to never fall behind, what an effort by the Tigers to answer in every situation. I am just so proud of these guys. They went back up by 10 in the second half. Carroll came back and tied the game at 31, and then the Tigers on a 55-yard touchdown pass from Browning Anderson to Aurelia Slaughter. They took a 7-point lead held until 1:06 to go in the game when Carroll scored on a 4th and 17 from their 24-yard line, only to see the Tigers block the extra point. Anderson finished with over 300 yards passing. I don't know if we have the final stats or not, but outstanding night from Anderson to kind of take up the slack. I can't read that. I took my glasses off. On 25 attempts, 361 yards passing for Anderson. We'll have all the final stats for you along with the touchdowns and what have you on Thursday night on the Coaches Show. Looking forward to that one with Coach Jernigan. But the Tigers lead Ozark. Hard fought 38-37 victory over the Carroll High School Eagles. For John Wayne Robinson, Charles Irvin, Doug Applin, I'm Keith Bryan. Wishing a good night, a great weekend. Go Tigers!